I get drunk. Every Tuesday. I play funk. Every Tuesday. I tell lies. Every Tuesday. I get high. Every Tuesday. I never try. Every Tuesday. I let loose. Every Tuesday. Wild goose. Every Tuesday. I take a ride. Every Tuesday. I nearly die. Every Tuesday. I get bumped. Every Tuesday. Shut up. Every Tuesday. I call in sick. Every Tuesday. Suck my dick. Every Tuesday. I kick your ass. Every Tuesday. Smoke your mother's grass. Every Tuesday. Stay up late. Every Tuesday. I masturbate. Every Tuesday. I look great. Every Tuesday. Straight hate. Every Tuesday. Get laid. Every Tuesday. I get paid. Every Tuesday. Taco loco. Every Tuesday. Johnny Yoko. Every Tuesday. Nice dinner. What are you up to, dinner? I get drunk. Every Tuesday. I play funk. Every Tuesday. Stay away from the phone. Every Tuesday. Just leave me alone. Every Tuesday. I'm living large. Every Tuesday. Bitch, I'm in charge. Every Tuesday. I light an incense. Every Tuesday. I'm Gene Vincent. Every Tuesday. I get the notion. Every Tuesday. But I'm under the lotion. Every Tuesday. Keep it busy. Every Tuesday. Pump is busy. Every Tuesday. I thank God. Every Tuesday. For a hot rod. Every Tuesday. Come on your face. Every Tuesday. Play the funky bass. Every Tuesday. I told you. Say what? No. Love metal. Every Tuesday. Heavy metal. Every Tuesday. Nice sweater. Every Tuesday. W-double-G's the letter. I make a fire. Every Tuesday. Cool desire. Every Tuesday. I speculate. Every Tuesday. Ejaculate. Every Tuesday. Every Tuesday. I get drunk. Every Tuesday. I play funk. Every Tuesday. I get high. Every Tuesday. I make it cry.
Should have wore a titty
Hi.
booster bra.
Hi, Benny.
I can't hear you.
Hi, Benny.
There you are. Hi, honey.
How you
Oh.
doing today? You doing okay? I know we got
Yeah.
our Benny and Diane merchant. Yep. Let's see. Where is it? Redbubble. Where's the links? Right here, probably.
Hello, everybody in Chatland. Are we on? Is this thing
Yes,
on?
we're on. We're on live. Just double checking.
Happy terrific Tuesday, y'all.
Why is there a fucking echo?
What's going on? You
There's
got
an echo.
eh? Echo, eh?
Hold on.
Who's got the echo?
Same as system.
Is it me?
Tenny's trying to fix if there's an echo.
Speaker.
Thank you, Brandon. I think they're pretty damn fancy too. I fucking love my guilty shirt too. It's
Yeah,
in the
that's
wash because I wore it twice.
I know. I just got mine out of the dryer, and it didn't shrink. And that's good. It didn't shrink. I'm glad to hear that.
Far
You
out,
know?
far out.
Glad to know that, Benny. It's getting
Ah.
wilder and wilder roller coaster ride for us on the left.
I'm waiting for that feeling of gravity to come back down. It's like, then we can wait for that one to go back up again. Because it is a roller coaster, Diane. I'm having a hard time
That's muted.
evading like a headache, period. It's like I have always a headache now.
Yeah.
Always a headache, and then it turns into a migraine on occasion.
It's that stress headache in the back
Yeah,
of the neck.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's from being on this fucking roller coaster. I want to get off it. It's whipping my neck around.
All right,
I
is the
don't wanna
echo
whip
still
my
there?
nay-nay anymore.
Is the echo still there, you
Yeah.
guys? Can you let me know if there's an echo still there?
Unless it's coming from there.
In the chat. It's muted.
Echo is still there. And whose side is it on, honey? Oh, only Mark is getting echo. What are you doing, Mark?
No echo, no echo. Echo is still there. Sounds good from Gunther.
Mark P. Something on his.
All right,
Well, it
Mark,
seems
it's
like-
on you, bro. Blaming
As long as it
everybody
sounds good
else.
For Gunther, we're good.
All right,
Uh-huh.
let me just
Okay.
get this thing closer to me. Benny, it's, the roller coaster. I want off. Let me off this damn ride.
Let me off this thing.
No, that was not me on the music in the intro. That was our friend Billy Gaffney, and he's hilarious.
Billy Baba Bo Bob Brain. That's Billy right there. Yep. All wrapped up in one. Fabulous musician, composer, and entertainer extraordinaire. Nobody can fall off a bike like Billy. It's saying. It's true.
All right. I think Tony's going to try to call in right now to make sure that the phone works. And then we can start really starting the show and starting our conversation.
Chewing on some fat and spitting it out.
Well, it's been just crazy. And the shit that's coming out of, that's that Judge Loose Cannon down in Florida. I wish I knew more about law. I have to study law now. I have to become an epidemiologist. I have to be a real estate guru
Mogul.
about farmland. I have to do. All right, here's Tony. Let's see if this works.
Scotty.
Tony.
Check.
Oh.
Close that.
Okay. Hello.
Check.
It's not coming through. All right, hold on.
It's an echo.
Properties. Yeah, because
Sure.
he's standing in the room.
Check.
How come I can't move this up? There we go.
Check. Park. Check.
That's not it.
Park.
Keep going. Keep going.
Park. Check. Park. Check. Park.
Check your farts. If they have lumps in them,
Yeah.
definitely check your farts.
Okay.
Park.
So far, none of them have worked.
Oh, come on. Scroll down.
You know,
Check. There it is.
Okay, there it is.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. That's what we have to do. We have to go through 8 settings before we find the one that actually works. Thank you,
God.
Tony. All right, he's going to go back to work. So not only did we get our T-shirts from Redbubble, so Elizabeth, if you could get the Redbubble link and put it up there so you guys can go to get merch. And these These came from Mom's Russo. Mom's Russo got these done. We got Benny Loco one, and we got American Mama. And we got, this is my favorite, I think. Freedom is my second favorite F word.
F word. Yes.
And Peace, Love, and America.
There you go. We love them all.
Yeah. So if you guys want those, you can contact me at bennyanddiane.com and let me know if you want a koozie. The koozies will do separate from the t-shirts. So if you just want a koozie, contact me. If you want t-shirts, go to Redbubble. And so that was our new announcement, is that, yeah, we got merch, baby. So that's fun. And yes,
I did put a video of our merch shirt with the guilty on my YouTube channel, which I usually keep, pretty much politically free. It's got almost 1,000 hits.
That's great.
That means a lot of people saw it.
That's good.
It's like, fuck.
I know. Well,
Yeah,
Benny, those little shorts
That's why I
get a
put it
lot
up
of
there.
hits. You know, that's kind of the way to go. You're really good at them. Just keep sending them to me, and I'll keep posting them. Right now, I'm sorry. I don't have time to do shorts. I've been kind of above my head in paperwork, so it's been kind of crazy. So, yeah.
You know you are, honey.
Talk from another time. And so, yeah, just to... This motherfucker... We found out Julian Assange is getting out of prison for a plea deal. And that just... Another rich piece of shit asshole for one of the worst U.S. intelligence breaches in our history. This guy... You know, these motherfuckers need to be held accountable. It's time for them.
We need to add another super villain to the mix, because we don't have enough of them running around.
Yeah. Assange, Stone, Bannon. Their list is so long. I could go on for half an hour naming people that are awful. At least it's harder to name the good guys because there's a lot more of us.
Yeah, exactly. Thank God. Thank God we're the good guys. I like being the good guys.
Yeah.
I always despise the bad guys. Just saying. It's been a lifelong struggle cohabitating with the bad guys.
Yeah. So I love this list I saw on Twitter from Ron Filipkowski. He's like, the debates were rigged, the 2016 election was rigged, the 2020 election was rigged, the 2022 election was rigged, the 2024 election is rigged, the Academy Awards are rigged, the Pulitzers,
and on.
Trump University case, the Carroll trial, the election lawsuits, his criminal trial, the Rudy trial, the Georgia trial, Bannon trial, Navarro trial, the Jan 6 committee, civil fraud trial, the polls, the Russia hoax, and Mueller report. They're all rigged. All of it's rigged, and he's right. And he's done nothing wrong.
You know, it's such a tragedy that we're dealing with a petulant, fucking spoiled ass child.
Yeah.
Who's never been told no.
Yep.
And this is the repercussions of him being told no. I can't wait to see him in the debate.
Thursday.
I'm chafing at the bit. I don't know where I'm going to watch it. I don't know how I'm going to watch it. But I'm fucking watching it. I heard a couple people say they're not going to watch it. I'm like, are you kidding? This is going to be the best fucking broadcast.
Oh, you can't You
Like,
can't drag me
ever.
away. Like we were trying to
Ever.
figure. Benny and I were trying to figure out if we should do it live or not. A lot of people are going to
Yeah.
do it live, but people like Brian Tyler Cohen and Midas Mighty, their chats. There's like 20,000 people in there, and it goes so fast, and you can only do like one every 2 minutes. You know what I mean? Because they put it on slow mode. You know, if we did it and like, I don't know. It's what do you guys?
Well, we definitely don't have to use slow mode.
No. And that's what I mean. Is like you can have a real conversation with us here and, you know, and we'll be watching and I don't know. I wanted to, you know, I've been thinking about it because Benny and I have been discussing whether or not we should do it live. It does start pretty late. It starts at 9:00 Eastern Standard. So
Well, that's only 6 o'clock my time.
yeah,
So.
yeah, but
I'm still grooving for like another 7 hours at that point. I'm still fresh and good.
right, yeah. By 9:00, I'm beat, you know, because I've been up since 9 and I've been doing shit all day, and by that time I'm like, okay, it's time to lay down.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting my second wind at that point because it's dinner hour and I have to plow through that. So I do get a second wind.
We're not gonna take calls to the second hour, you guys. Call back in 45 minutes. Sorry. Call back in 45 minutes because Benny and I want to get through a couple of things before we go into that. Yeah, Boston Brian's running it live. I'm not, but he just said he's just going to run it and maybe talk about it after. I know that Keith Olbermann is doing an after show where he's going to go live, and I love Keith Olbermann, and I'd love to go in his live chat. He doesn't really go live. He posts stuff on YouTube, but he rarely goes live. He went live after the State of the Union. And that was cool. Again, there was a lot of people in there. But I don't know. It's like we've been batting it back and forth, Benny and I.
But we don't want to take anybody away from anywhere else where they would be if they were, you know.
Yeah, and also I have a show. I have HBL Radio Nation that night from 5:30 to 7 Eastern Standard. So it'll be all prep, you know, after we get off the air, it'll be all, you know, Hal Sparks and them prepping for the debate starting at 9. So yeah, I don't know if I can make it.
Yeah, I'm not stressing it. I don't care where it is. I'll be there, and whoever I'm at, I'll be supporting them 100%.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Even if I'm not in the chat, a lot of times I'm still there.
Well, maybe we'll go over to Boston Brian's and hang out in his chat. You know, because
Well,
I'm gonna be.
we can listen to Boston Brian laugh and have our spirits lifted. Because he's going to laugh. He's not going to be able to not laugh at Donnie Boy just like the rest of us.
Yeah, where is he? I'm looking for him right now. Where are you, Boston Brian? I love it. He even said, he said, 5 eggs and Diane and Benny Loco have my laugh as a drop.
We took it and put it in a can. How do you like that, man?
Well, at least it made him giggle, and he's not mad about it.
No, why would he be? We love Brian. Why would he be?
Yeah.
Because we enjoy his laughter.
Yeah, and his
He's
accent.
He's a tougher plumber than that.
Oh my God! And well, yeah, true. He's got thicker skin. Then these snowflake Republicans were like, "Oh, you can't say anything bad about me. I don't like it." It's so ridiculous. My God.
Oh. Check my schedule. I hear that.
Yeah, so maybe we'll just go hang out at Boston Brian's and, do it that way because it's gonna be a lot for me on Thursday probably. With trying to do two shows.
I was saying if you wanted to do something, you could just run the debate, have a cartoon or something playing in the corner, or something repetitious in the corner, and just have an open chat.
Yeah.
If you were so inclined.
Well, that's what Brian's going to do pretty much, so. All right, now I have too many koozies, and I don't know what to do with all of them.
I got the koozie bluesies. I don't have a koozie. I'm holding a soaking wet bottle. Yeah?
Well, you're going to... Which one do you want?
Come on.
You got to have one of these.
Yeah, I like that.
You got to have one of these.
Yes, I do. Okay.
Do you want this one? Or do you want this one? American Mama or Peace, Love, in America?
Let me have the black one.
Okay.
Now.
All right.
Getting the ass shot of the century here.
We're going to have to get more koozies.
We're going to need more koozies. Donnie's going to need a bigger boat.
Moms, I'm going to have to put in another order. She's like, put them away. Stargal is in Ontario. I'm gonna need a bigger boat. Oh my God. So, yeah, another meme that I saw after that one, the everything's rigged. The election was rigged unless I win. The news is fake unless it's flattering. Everything is a hoax unless I say it. Nepotism is bad unless it's my family. I'm rich, but you can't see my taxes. I'm smart, but can't see my grades. I'm successful, but all my businesses fail. I'm innocent, but I'm suing to keep records from the January 6th committee. This cult thing, that's why they're in a cult, because there's no logic.
No matter
there.
what he says, it doesn't matter. He's right, and the entire fucking world is wrong. And he's right if you're in a cult. That's all.
I don't understand why nobody kept pressing on that question. How come we should believe you and not our 17 intelligence agencies?
Yeah.
On the Russia hoax.
That you want to abolish, that you want to gut because you don't want them fucking disclosing everything you've been up to because they got all the goods on you, Donnie. Got all the goods on you.
Yep, all I can do is shake my head, Stargal. That's right. It's like, just seriously, I'm just like, what the fuck? On a daily. What the fuck did he say?
Moment basis.
He wants immigrant NFC cage match fighting now. Cage match fighting.
Back to Roman days, anybody?
Are we gonna put them out so everybody can watch the lions wrangle them in a?
Yeah, that's what I picture immediately when he said that was the Romans having,
What the fuck?
the slaves in the pit and fighting lions.
He
tigers, and bears.
He says he has wounds all over his body. From the investigation.
They're not wounds, Donnie. They're stretch marks.
I was thinking what? Through your hands and your feet and around your head like Jesus?
Mm-hmm.
Or like those weirdos that lash themselves that are fucking religious weirdos. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Wounds. Are they bed sores? Is it syphilis? Is it AIDS?
It's stretch marks. I'm telling you.
God
Fucking
damn.
stretch marks.
Is it leprosy?
I don't know.
Is it going to shrivel up and fall
I don't know
off?
I don't know that Donnie actually has a scar on his body from falling off his bike as a child or out of
Oh,
a
I
tree.
do.
Or,
I have so many
you know what I
scars
mean?
on my legs and shins.
he's been wrapped in a fucking plastic bubble his entire life.
Yeah, syphilis. Is it syphilis scars? Yeah.
Hmm.
He's so wounded. There's open wounds. My God,
You'd
what
see,
else was he
if I
saying?
took off this shirt, you'd see a fabulous
Body. Oh my God. I thought
I
it was gonna
was like,
fall.
yeah, no, not so much, Donnie.
Oh.
I happen to know what 78-year-old men look like in their underwear, and it's not pretty.
Ouch. Ouch.
Especially fat, overweight, fucking saggy, orange 78-year-old men.
Oh, and then we had this fucking asshole from the fucking Heritage Foundation go on Simone Sanders show on Sunday, and he was like, yeah, we want to call the health department, Health of Human Services, the HHS, we want to call it the Department of Life.
Yeah.
Oh, really? When you want to kill women, you fucking assholes? And you don't give a shit about the
Department of
kids that are
Life
born.
or death.
You don't give a shit about the kids that are born.
Mm.
He said abortion is not health care. He wants to deport 15 million people. Institutionalize Trumpism, like Reaganism.
Reaganism, yeah. See how well that fared for us.
Yeah, remove 50,000 employees from the federal government and the Department of Education and all those other things. And he also said that Democrats want to kill babies 3 days, abort babies 3 days after they're born.
After they're born.
How dumb are you?
That's-
You have to be really fucking dumb to say they want to abort babies after they're born. It's called an abort. Oh my God. You obviously don't get it. You shouldn't be making the fucking rules.
Yeah. No, seriously. Oh my God.
Just the most horrendous shit has come out this week. And I'm just like, these motherfuckers are holding nothing back. They're going full Nazi, and they like do not give two shits. Yeah, we all know
You're right,
that's
George.
murder. We all know that's murder, but but people believe them.
They believe everything he says, so it's like,
Yeah, life is they
and everything
see it, not
his
how
talking
we see
heads
it.
say. I mean, they called Sandy Hook a hoax. Well, there were dead children all over the place. They called it a hoax. I'm like,
People who
are you
call it a
fucking
hoax-
kidding? Ask
Here-
Alex if it's a hoax now that he's losing every fucking thing he's ever fucking owned. Billions.
Is
They-
17 years after birth too late for an abortion? Wonder Mom wants to know in Twitch. 17.
Mm.
Well, they're aborting babies all the time when you have guns in schools and fucking shootings.
Yeah, that's aborting babies after birth.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Full Nazi. They don't fucking care. Violet Mermaid said nobody's trying to turn your kids gay, but they are trying to turn your kids Nazi. That's for sure. Trying to put up.
Absolutely. 100%. Hitler Youth.
Yeah.
It's all been documented. It's all been done, and it's not going to happen here. Sorry, motherfuckers.
Yeah, they want all Christian schools that you have to pay for because they want to get rid of public schools. And they want all the federal funding to go to all the private school, all the Catholic schools and Christian schools. And then they want to take away all the fucking anything about slavery and about real history and
Yeah.
teach you this whitewashed
Whitewash.
Christian patriarchal history that's horseshit. Just like our history books were fucking horseshit. We know that now. And then they want to give your kids aptitude tests so they can go right into the military before they graduate. And if they don't take the test, they can't graduate.
And then they become just another
Hitler
slave. Because you
Youth.
don't have a
That's-
trade, you're just a slave. We will find you, Vuk.
Yeah. Why aren't Christians up in arms? Because they want this. Non-Christians up in arms? Because they don't know how to fight this.
Because they're not real Christians.
How do you fight non-real Christians? They don't practice it. They don't give a fuck about it. They've never read it. I've never read it, but I probably know more about it than they do. Just saying.
Yeah. And that's another thing that's driving me fucking crazy, as George points out. All these priests and pastors
Oh,
who are
God.
being busted for fucking diddling children.
So many. So many.
Day after day after day, another one is exposed.
Oh, yeah. It's gross.
Because those
It's
Christians like their 10-year-old brides.
Oh, God, it's so gross. I saw a woman today who's been sexually diddling kids. And that's rare, but you see it happens. But, yeah, she's a Republican.
Yep, of course.
She's a youth pastor
They
or
all
something
are.
or another. God damn.
Under the guise of God, they're destroying children's lives under the guise of God.
Yeah. I can't keep...
Don't leave it. I was gonna say, don't leave your children alone with anybody. Just don't do it.
No.
Don't fucking do it unless they're tried and true and they're your family.
Even that.
Anybody else can't be
Even
fucking
that. You
trusted.
can't trust your
yeah,
family.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They got to be tried and true. You got to screen your own fucking family.
Oh my God. Yeah, Noel Castler, who I love, he said the intersection of drug cartels, money laundering, sex trafficking, Wall Street banking, real estate, fraud, had an address. It would probably be Trump Tower in the 80s. Start there and you might begin to understand the tentacles of treason. Yeah. That's where it all started with this motherfucker. Trump
Telling
Tower.
you that documentary named The Dubious Friends of Donald Trump is an amazing fucking eye opener. It's 7 years old already. It's been out there. This information's out there.
Yeah. Yeah. So gross. Okay. Let me turn this fan off. It's driving me a little batty. Or just move it
Yeah.
that way so it's blowing on the computer.
Raped her dog.
Yeah, because Thursday night when we had our show, it just took a dive. Got so hot, the whole computer just shut down. Oops.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, screaming, we're indoctrinating. Yeah. Yeah, the only people I see grooming and indoctrinating kids are right-wing, radical pastors and Republicans. That's all I see. Oh, my
But
God.
it's the drag queens.
Oh, yeah, and all the gay people. Psst.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Democrats are still eating babies.
Yeah. Well, that adrenochrome is a hell of a drug.
I don't even like laughing about it because it's horrible.
I know, it's disgusting. But it's so bizarre and absurd that they would believe anything so bizarre and absurd.
So, I don't know if you guys heard this one, but the House GOP moves to name U.S. coastal waters after Trump. So instead of the Pacific Ocean, it would be Trump Ocean. And then you'd have Atlantic Ocean, and then you'd have Trump Ocean. So which one is Mark Hamill?
I don't want.
Mark
I
Hamill.
want them to name. I'm sorry. I want them to name a prison wing after him.
Well, that's what Mark
that's
Hamill
all.
said. Mark Hamill said, "Why not name a U.S. federal prison after him? After all, he's earned it."
Yes, that's all he's earned. Zip, zero, nada. You know, his kids still get Secret Service too.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. Fuck them. They don't
And-
deserve
and
any
we're-
of it.
And we're paying for it. We're paying for rich people to be protected. Because they're fucking criminals.
Right. No, I agree. All of them are criminals. I haven't seen one Republican that's not a criminal.
Nope,
Matt Gaetz.
not in decades.
We know that, Green asked for a pardon and was probably the J6 freaking bomber. Probably. Allegedly.
Allegedly. That word
Allegedly.
is used way too much and for legal purposes only.
And the fucking Pizzagate
You know, Donnie
thing.
sues everybody. Allegedly. No, Donnie sues everybody. 4,000 cases before he stepped foot in the White House. Donnie sues everybody.
Oh yeah, what was it? 4,000 some lawsuits. A
Mhm.
lot of them he settled out of court with non-disclosure agreements.
Yep. Shut your mouth and we'll grease your palm.
Oh, God.
No, I'm not shutting up. There's no amount of money
Yeah.
that's going to make me shut up.
How about the 9 witnesses that testified for him? That story came out like a couple weeks ago, or maybe last
Mhm.
week. I don't know. I can't remember anymore. And where they all have, tripled or quadrupled their salaries and got big bonuses and new jobs and all. They're worth more money. All this. 9 people just making hand over fist. And then you got today with the fucking new document spill. I don't know. More pictures coming out of documents out of Mar-a-Lago today. Hal
Yes.
posted a
Spilled
picture.
old boxes.
And a timeline of him going back to Mar-a-Lago secretly. Nobody knew about it, and everybody wanted to keep it hush hush. And oh God, it's Madonna, you guys. It's Madonna. She looks like Marilyn Monroe, but it's Madonna from her sex. It's a picture from her sex book, the sex book. Yeah,
When she looked human.
yeah. And not only that, think about it,
'Cause now
guys.
she doesn't.
Marilyn Monroe has never been that thin. Just think about it.
Yeah, no, not ever. She was a beefy little girl. The way nature intended.
Yeah. And yeah, I have the Madonna sex book, so I know that's where Tony got it from. And I was like, as soon as I saw it and we went, the thing, I'm like, Tony!
Well, she is a bit of a loose cannon too, so it's an appropriate picture.
I know, but still, I was like, I don't want to get sued by Madonna for having her fucking picture on our thing. God, there's plenty of
Oh, I
pictures
never-
of me on stage with a guitar in my hand fully dressed.
a little less more nudity there, please.
Oh my God.
I was wondering if the little black bars were big enough, actually.
Well, he did that himself because in the book
I
they're
know.
not. Yeah, they're
I
not.
know.
Yeah.
I've seen the book. Wouldn't waste a dime on it, but I've seen the book. I don't like to buy things from rich people because that means I'm just making them richer.
Yeah.
So,
They were
I
both
make it a
gifted to
policy.
me because back then I was still a Madonna fan.
oh, of course. hours.
And she was
a lot of people were.
still looked normal.
Before
And
she turned into the cat lady.
And I'm like, oh. And now I have one that's opened and one that's not opened.
Well, keep the one that's not opened away from Tony. You know how kids are. They want to open everything. Nothing's sacred.
Oh,
my
Kevin,
God.
you're just buttering me up. You just cut it out.
Yeah, no butter in the chat.
Butter in the chat.
It's everything crazy. Yeah. No butter in the chat, please. Oh my God. Seriously. I read somebody wrote this morning, I can't touch my screen because I'm eating. And I'll get grease all over it. I'm like, I have so been there.
Mountain bike
So
fan.
many.
Oh my God. That is so funny. Madonna is just transitioning to a space alien. Oh my God, it's so funny.
It is. And tragic at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, here was a
pages.
once beautiful woman. And look what she's done to herself because of what? Money.
And plastic surgery. God, you
Oh my God.
just chopped up.
No.
Well, what you
Butterfly in the chat. Slop.
what Midas Kevin said you look better than Madonna does, Diane, and I said you're just buttering me up, and then Benny said no butter in the chat, and I started laughing.
Everything butterface.
And then Mountain Bike fan said Madonna is just transitioning into a space alien is all. That's what you missed, Wonder Mom.
Oh God.
Sticky pages. Oh my God. Yes, Mom. Sticky pages.
Oh, in a Bible, no less.
Oh,
Sticky pages in a Bible. Let that sink in.
God, he's so gross. And it's like, I don't even have to say his name anymore. We all know who the fuck I'm talking about. Like, I literally don't have to say his name.
You won't be mentioned.
Well, how many, you know what? That's the other thing. We got to make the new t-shirt of all the nicknames that we have for him.
Oh my God. Is there enough ink in the world?
I don't know, but
Is there enough room on the t-shirt?
Like 2 columns back and front, like
yeah,
it'd be the whole shirt. Like, how about the whole front of the shirt, just
the
like
sleeves,
everywhere?
the sides, everything.
Oh my God!
To utilize all that material.
I know.
God.
Oh, and then God. Well, this kind of freaks me out too. Trump saying at one of his rallies this weekend, he goes, I don't need votes. We all have the votes we need. We don't need the votes. We have the votes. I don't care. Make sure we guard our votes. Stop the steal. I want the votes guarded. I want the steal stopped. We don't need the votes.
Now, when he has been saying this for quite some time that he doesn't.
I know, but when he says it, Mueller, she wrote, AG from Allison Gill from Mueller, she wrote, goes, this scares me because he seems confident of victory.
Yeah.
He knows something. What does he have up his sleeve? And I'm like, that's exactly like how I feel like about the whole election. He keeps saying he doesn't need these fucking people's votes.
Mm-hmm. Does anybody recall?
How does he have it rigged then?
Ivanka having Chinese patents on voting machines
Oh yeah.
or something inside the voting
Yeah.
machine.
Voting machines and body bags right before
Yeah.
or
And
COVID.
caskets.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that right there is fucking disturbing. That's a shit of nightmares.
That's what I mean.
Right
It
there.
scares me because he's too confident and he knows that they have a plan in place that's going to put him back in the
And
office.
they've had the 4 years that he was in, plus the 4 years that he's been out to fucking work on it.
On the fuckery.
Mm-hmm.
On all the fuckery. It's, that's what scares me, is the fuckery. I think we have this fucking hands down and they know it. And that's why they have to do the fuckery. They've
always cheated, Diane. The Republicans have always cheated.
I know,
in
but
one
on
way,
a
shape, or
scale,
form. Now they're just doing it right out in the fucking open where everybody can see it.
using Trump's words on a scale like we've never seen before.
Mm.
You know? I don't know what it's going to be. I think it's going to be red state Secretary of States. They're going to be like, yeah, we're not going to even send the votes to Washington D.C. They're just going to block everything and say it's not legal and it was stolen and everything. They're going to use everything they did before, but they have better plans in place.
Mm-hmm. That's my feeling on it.
They're fake
That's
elector
why we
scheme.
have to turn out numbers never even seen before. Like
They're
the film footage of people out and voting this election season is going to be like people trying to get to Woodstock back in 1969. It was backed up all the way to the city, all the way up to New York State. A fucking line of traffic. People walking.
Yeah. If their fake elector scheme had worked, then it would have gone back to the House of Representatives and they would have voted Trump back in.
Yep. But it didn't work.
I know, that's what I'm saying. They're going
For
to...
various reasons, it didn't work.
Red states know they've got, I don't know, they've got more fuckery in plan.
Of course they do. But I don't really care about the fuckery that I have in plan because we all know. We already know. We know he fucked with the 2016 election. He's fucked with every election since then. Fuck him. We know what he's up to. He don't want to go to jail, but he's going to jail. Sorry. Judge Michon better fucking put his ass in jail. Just for breaking the goddamn gag order repeatedly. 10 fucking times.
I know. When do we get that thing again? Oh, the July 11th.
Mm-hmm. It's coming. Hey, Mike, what's up? Oh.
Hey, Peter, I just want you to know that if you go to our Redbubble site to get our T-shirts, there is a T-shirt that says, will work for Peter. Or works for Peter. I can't remember which one it is.
Will work for Peter.
Well, because you're the one who, was very generous and helped us start getting merch. And we do appreciate it. Thank you, brother.
Why do we never get an answer when we're knocking at the door? I love that song too, people.
Yeah, keep that in your phone, you guys. You have the right to vote. If anyone tries to stop you, call Election Protection Hotline at that number, 866-687-8683. For people on Twitch, it's Election Protection Hotline, 866-687-8683. If somebody tries to stop you from voting. You can get a provisional ballot and they will review it later and you just have to prove who you are or whatever. So, yeah.
Just make sure
don't
you keep
let
checking
anybody
the registration too.
Yeah. Keep checking your
registration. If you live in a red state.
Especially if you live in a red state.
Like, check it once a week. It takes 2 seconds. Make it a routine.
I know it doesn't, Peter. I saw that, but I can't wear "I will work for Peter" shirt. It doesn't look good standing on a corner for me.
Go, Peter, go!
No, it doesn't.
And if anybody asks, it's like, I'm Peter. I work for myself.
Yeah.
See that shit? Isn't it working good? Oh, man.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Do it, Peter.
I suppose that's why Tony did it. That's why Tony made it.
Oh,
You know,
I
because
think
Tony's
it's
the one who
brilliant.
made that shirt.
Thank you, Peter.
Yes, thank you. I know we have been getting a lot of response from the guilty 34 times in a row. 34.
Yes, Jay, we have small sizes too. Every size for everybody. So, no excuses. Peter.
Yeah, that's
And then we
why
got-
I can get a V-neck, I can get a crew neck, I can get a tank top. You can get anything you want there. And that's why we went to Redbubble. And they're made here and they're printed here. So, like, and not only that, they're nice and soft. Notice they're softer than all your other t-shirts. Like, seriously, I'm like, I can feel it. I can feel this shirt in amongst all my other black clothes because of how it feels. It's really soft.
I got it.
And it didn't shrink. So, and this one's a medium.
Mine's an extra large because I'm very busty. I can't, if I didn't have, giant busts as
Chesticles.
I would be able to wear a large, but
No.
Limey redneck. What's up, cowboy?
Damn it.
See my shirt?
It takes me so long. I just have to sit here and find all the ones that I want. And put them in a... Like, where is chesticles?
Leave my chesticles alone.
I can't find it. And it should be under leave. That's what I would do. But it should be maybe Benny. No.
Everybody needs a bosom for a pillow. Everybody needs a bosom.
God.
And I got a good bosom pillow. Pillows. My oldest sister was rather breast challenged. She just had little teeny tatas. And one year she went out and bought this t-shirt that had 2 fried eggs on it.
2 pancakes. 2 dimes.
She belonged to the Little Ninny Noony Knocker Club.
Oh my God.
Uh,
Here's a quick funny story. So, my sister in high school was very, she always loved money and always wanted a Rolex and all this kind of jazz and the finer things in life that people normally have to work their asses off to afford. So anyway, rumor had it that her boyfriend bought her a diamond pin. And so went around, he spread the rumor. Oh my God, Chris got Janet a diamond ring and a diamond pin, and it's really beautiful. And I saw it, and just going around and really working it up. And she literally gets to the point where she's going to get it, and she's already thinking, oh my God, I'm getting a diamond from my boyfriend. Oh my God, I'm so cool. Oh my God, he's going to give me a fucking diamond.
and I'm the best.
She opens it, and it's literally a dime soldered to a safety pin. a dime and pin. She was humiliated.
See what happens?
It was so great.
Lofty goals.
It was so great. I loved it. I'm like, burn.
I don't love you that much.
No.
You're just my girlfriend. Oh my God.
It was so ridiculous. And I remember how blown out of proportion it was. And when it came back, and it was just like, yep, it's just a dime soldered to a safety pin. I think I have it somewhere.
I would so wear it. I would pin it right on
It's my diamond pin.
I just my diamond pin. Oh my God. I had expectations there, kid.
Bicycle Mike, we're giving you virtual hugs, brother. Virtual hugs.
Oh,
I need hugs.
What's going on?
I don't know. I
Jesus
think he
Christ.
hurt his back or something. It's like doll hairs instead of dollars. Yeah. I'll give you a couple dollars. Oh, really? Here, yeah, let me pluck him out of this this eerie looking doll that I've had for 50 years.
Ew.
You know.
You know, back in the old days, they used to put real hair on dolls, which I thought was always pretty fucking creepy.
Yeah.
I was glad when they started using artificial hair.
All right. Michelle Smith is texting me right now. But on
Hello,
WhatsApp.
Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. Michelle from the Democratic Republic of Congo, who joins us sometimes on Fridays. Not this Friday, but next Friday she will be joining us.
Next Friday.
And she's a delight. We both love her. She's so fun. And that's why she was. I'm so drunk right now. I've had all these
She's
tequilas."
literally doing the Lord's work. Literally.
Yeah.
So I got to get behind her on that one. Yeah, or hurt donut. Hurts donut. Fuck, Peter. I only fell for that once. When it hurts donut? Of course I want a hurts donut. Bam! Oh, hurts donut. But then I had 4 brothers, so
Yeah.
I got all the yap jokes.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
glued my hairs to my rag doll.
I know. Is it more blue or is it fading already? Your hair.
It's just as blue as it was before.
Okay. I'm really liking it.
I like it too.
I know. It's just the
That's-
bright light behind you is hard to tell what color it is.
Yeah, because it's blue.
Yeah.
The light behind me is blue. It's staying blue. And I have plenty more so it won't fade.
Oh, there you go.
Between now and the election, I have every intention of keeping it sharp and bright.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, Bicycle Mike. I have a bad back too, and there's nothing like back pain. It really sucks. Everything. Makes everything unbearable.
Suck, yes. Oh, hello, Suzanne. Oh, Zunny! Sick of it. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Seen a
Zonny.
couple people in the chat that I haven't seen in a minute. Thank you, Peter. I like it too. It took me a minute to get it to the color blue that I was expecting because hair color can be funny like that. Oh.
I mean, even when Donald Trump said that, like, the airports in the Revolutionary War, which was like, what, 8 years ago? 9 years? Like, I forget how long ago it was that he said that. It doesn't really matter. But
Yeah.
it's like, And now he's saying like he wants to. Who's that? Tanner. There's Tanner.
Hi, Tanner. Hey, Tanner, baby.
They all have that white Hitler mustache. Come here.
Jesus Christ.
I can see him in the dark, though. I can see him wherever they are in the dark. It's just like all I have to
Little
do is look
faces
at that
will
little.
glow and go.
Yeah. It's telling him. He's got a load.
Cute.
He's got a load of the. He's sniffing the koozies that Mom sent over.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, those
He's
are
like,
new
"Where's
in the
mine?"
house and don't have my smell on them yet. I think I'll just get my kitty hair all over them.
Yeah. Rub, 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 rub. Let me put my glands on it.
I know. It's kind of rare. He normally does not come down here.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's just going to show his
You wanted to start
asshole
some-
to the whole
You want to
world.
start some shit and show his ass.
Yeah. That's what he wanted to do. Just show off his buttonhole. Holio.
You know how cats are. They're a fan of showing everyone their ass.
I know.
They don't care. They don't give a fuck.
We get a
Cats
close up
don't
with your cat
give a
sometimes.
fuck.
So funny. But I was saying that even when he was saying that like the Revolutionary War during the he thinks the Americans dominated airports during the Revolutionary War. He confuses
Yeah.
Obama for Biden. He confuses Pelosi for Haley. He can barely speak English words now. Like he can't say the word rebuttal. He was like, what is it? Refuddle, refutal,
refuddle.
motherfuck. He couldn't even.
It's like it's spelled right out there for you, Donnie. You can't read it.
No.
He wanted to say refute and rebuttal at the same time, so he mixed them up. Refuddle. That's all I can
It's obviously
logically
getting
put
worse.
together in my head why he said that.
I finally found it.
Testicles alone.
Took me long enough.
My testicles alone.
God damn it. And the rest of my hairy body, too.
Well, that's why we have to have this to back it up. Fiddle, oh fiddle. Oh my God. I don't get it. No, but we can actually see how far it's gotten. Like, you can make that. Okay, he meant this word, but he said this word because he can't read. To now he's just like spewing. He wants to have cage match fightings with immigrants. The guy's a sick fuck. It's sadistic as fucking hell. It is so sadistic. I've been using the word sadistic with him for 9 fucking years. And
was he sadistic?
nobody fucking uses a word with it. I'm like, I want every time. Call him a convicted felon, but he's also sadistic fuck. He's really gross. He's gross, just like fucking, what's his name? Where is it?
He's gross,
Damn
just
it.
like
Tony?
gross.
I can't find
If
anything.
you look up the word gross in the dictionary, Johnny's picture's there.
Yeah. Yep, that's him. Okay, I can't find Tony. I'm going to have to go through these and I'm going to change them all. Then he won't be able to find them and I'll be able to find them.
Just make a clone list of all of them and name it what you want to. This way he has his list, you have your list, and the twain shall never meet.
It should just be like under chesticles, okay? And I shouldn't have to take me that long. And it's, I don't know. There's a lot on here, though.
Steve Bannon's going to prison in a couple days. He's finally going to get that shower that he just absolutely has to have.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
and the lice removal.
oh, just dump the whole bucket on him.
Blech. No, he's disgusting. Yeah, what's the date today? The
25th.
25th. So, what number does
Let's
June
see.
end with? I forget.
He goes in on the 1st, which is Monday. Monday.
6 days.
So good to me, but not to Steve.
6
He's gonna
days.
hate Monday. He's gonna hate Mondays for the rest of his life.
Well, I'm glad. Navarro behind bars, Bannon behind bars. Navarro will get out before the election. But Navarro doesn't have a show. I'm waiting for them to nab what's his name? Alex Jones. That fucking piece of shit. Trying to hide his money and not pay the fucking Sandy Hook people. That's
They're gonna wring him out like a dirty old sponge that he is.
Gross.
They're taking it all. They're taking all his future money because even all of his money and assets don't add up to what he owes.
So you got Epstein files are released on the 15th. Isn't that the same day as the Republican National Convention in the shithole of fucking Milwaukee? Sorry. I love Milwaukee.
Really.
I've been there. I love you. I'm a Midwestern girl. No problem with you.
Donnie doesn't love Milwaukee.
But we find out on the 11th if he goes to jail or not. Now, if he goes to jail, will they take him to jail or like right then and there? Or can he appeal?
Well, that's the usual customary thing to do is he's put in custody right there by the bailiff and he's escorted out of the court to a facility.
But he'll appeal.
In.
He'll have his appeal ready and waiting, right?
Of course he will. Because this is not, normal, right?
Oh, God.
They want to replace our normal.
Stone Flynn should be next. I agree with you.
I just think that it's such a affront to the justice system that these people haven't already been dealt with. And I don't care how much fucking money they have.
All the boots got some kind of punishment. We've never seen the suits. What about all the suits that haven't gotten even, who said it? Flynn and Stone should be next. Fuck yeah, they should. They can go first. They can spill the fucking beans. First. I want all the senators and all the.
They took an oath to protect this country.
Yeah.
So first things first are the ones who broke the oath. That's the way I look at it, which covers so many people.
The ones who took the oath. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got Cruz and Hawley and Green and all of them. There's so many. I could sit here and name them all. Matt Gaetz, he's gonna go through some things.
Yeah.
It's about fucking time.
How do you like that, Rapey McForehead?
It's about fucking time. The only reason why they're doing it now is because he kicked out McCarthy.
Yep. I have no use for him now. He's been made redundant.
What about that dude that they kicked out who said, "Oh, they've got cocaine orgy parties"? He fucking disappeared in a hot minute.
And he wasn't lying. He was telling the truth.
Yeah, it was a wheelchair guy. I can't think of his name right now.
He just rear-ended a state trooper.
And he was banging his cousin. I don't know. There was a video of him like fooling around with his cousin. Cawthorn. Yes, Jim McGee.
Cocaine is a fucked up drug. Yeah, Cawthorn.
Yeah, because they're all freaks. Republicans
what a mighty
are freaks.
Lovely southern name. It's nice and strong. His name is Cawthorn.
Madison Cawthorn. And Bobo could get voted out of her district today by I know.
Please.
I'm like, are you okay, Benny? You were going like this. I'm like, are you okay? I got worried for a second.
She stresses me out as much as MTG does. I'm sorry. I can't find any qualities in either one of them that equate to being, a good person.
None
They're
of
both
them.
the dredges of fucking society.
Like, they are.
And what kills
the
me
worst.
is Lauren Boebert was raised on the government tip,
No shit.
but she wants to take it away from everybody else. Lauren Boebert's her son, who she can't fucking get a lawyer for
22
all the crimes
felony.
he's committed, their baby, him and his underage bride, are probably on every fucking social program that's out there.
No, he's going to go to prison because he's got 22 felonies. He's got almost as many as Donnie.
So he didn't, I was going to say, he didn't rack it up like Donnie.
Yeah.
Come on, you could do better than that, little man.
Yeah, it's 308. If you guys want to start calling into the show, feel free. Number's 248-780-9775. If you guys want to start calling in. But try to keep it short and to the point, because we're just trying to shit on Trump here, Like, that's all I want. I want more, I want more info on what this Cannon did. Any lawyers out there know what the hell Loose Cannon is doing now? Like, I kind of don't understand. Like,
she reminds me of a Helen Keller doll. You wind her up and she walks into walls.
I kind of don't. I kind of don't understand what she's doing. She's doing so much fuckery. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand what she's doing.
Well, I know what she's doing. She's delaying so that she thinks his case can get dismissed and he'll never be charged with the biggest espionage fucking crime in the history of the United States, done by one fucking Donald Trump.
One-term diaper wearer. I don't know.
I know.
Where's Marie from Georgia when you need her? She's a mook. She's in Stephanie Miller. She calls into Stephanie Miller. Oh my God! Speaking of which,
Call from
Judy.
hi Judy.
Judy.
Hey.
Hello, Judy.
I actually had a guy do that to me the other day, and I was shocked because he was very young.
Oh,
I'm surprised
shit.
he knew about that.
Huh.
So anyway, I'm calling to let you know I watched a Glenn Kirshner this morning, and he said that Smith is taking the Florida case to New Jersey. Something about that, I thought. Or is it the
Bedminster.
fraud case from New York? I don't remember.
I also heard on Keith Olbermann that I think it's Keith Olbermann, because Keith Olbermann said somebody's opening a new case and trying to do it in New York or New Jersey where the plane was, where he stole the shoved
Jersey.
the documents
okay, that's
in.
the one. They said Jersey. Move it out of Florida to Jersey, and I went, yeah.
Well, is Bedminster?
please.
I thought Bedminster is in upper state New York.
No, it's in New Jersey.
Oh well, fuck if I know. You know what I mean? Whatever.
It's in Jersey.
Yeah, I
It's
have
in
no
Jersey,
clue. I have no
that.
clue. I have no clue, honey.
Yep.
But
Bedminster is in Jersey.
you know,
I'm from Jersey.
You know, he put goats on it so he could write it off as a farm, and then he buried his wife there so he could add an additional write-off as a cemetery.
yes, because he's a sick,
jerk.
disgusting, sadistic
Oh my God.
fucktard.
Yes, absolutely.
Um,
Abso-fucking-lutely.
So let me get this straight. So I think what I was getting from Keith Olbermann, I watched the two things that you were talking about. So what Olbermann was saying is that he thinks Jack Smith is going to open something in New Jersey instead of Florida, having to do with stealing the documents, because they were
because
loaded
the plane didn't just go to Florida from D.C. It also went to Bedminster. They took a bunch
Yes,
of
it
stuff
did.
back out of Mar-a-Lago, put it in the plane, and then they all went to to Bedminster.
Well, and then we
Bedminster.
found out that there was another secret trip. Was it after or just before the search warrant, where Trump went back to
It was
Florida?
after. That's the one I'm talking about.
Okay.
It was right
Yeah.
after. And Walt Nada was caught on tape and everything.
Yeah. I mean, this
because I
is
remember Hal bringing that up, and I was like, "Oh boy, here we go." See, all
That's
these
the thing,
people,
you guys-
Dumb people wouldn't believe any of us when we said, at some point they're going to get pissed off enough where they're going to say, "That's it, we're done. You're gone."
that's the thing, Judy, is like there's so much fuckery. How can all these people be wrong and him be the only person that's right? I
Well,
never
he's not.
I never understood
And
that.
Have
How
you
can
seen in the past 2 or 3 days all the people that are coming out and talking about how crazy he is?
Well,
And
that's
these
what
are
I
people that
mean.
used to be close with him, and they're going, "This is not the same guy." Oh my God.
In any case, Judy, in any case, let's say if it's even just like, who stole the cookies out of the cookie jar to who stole our fucking classified documents. When there's crumbs on my sister's face and I'm pissed and she's got crumbs and she's still chewing, then she's the one who stole the cookies.
It's quite obvious.
I still say
Who's
you
so-
need to look in the damn coffin, because the way they were carrying that coffin, they acted like it weighed
Oh,
200
yeah.
pounds.
I agree with you.
I think
That whole
there's
thing.
copies in the coffin.
Well,
of
and
all
that,
the
Yeah,
best
exactly.
documents.
and they
Of
burned
everything,
her
of
body.
everything.
They fucking burned her up before there was an autopsy. Why
I
did she
know,
only
I know.
have torso injuries when she fell down the stairs? When you would go like this or break your leg or maybe break your neck? How come there was internal bleeding
I know.
in her
It's
torso?
the whole thing is, I mean, geez Louise, Murder
Wait, hold
She Wrote
on.
could have figured it
Judy, by the way, that's 30 days. That was 30 days before her NDA of 30 years ended with Donald Trump.
out. Right. There's so many things. When you look at everything in timelines, I mean, if it was possible to even put everything down in timelines, people's eyes would be like, "What the actual F?"
History.
But but they don't see it because they're blinded by the carrot over here. This orange carrot over here that's an asshole
Yeah.
that keeps opening its mouth and, distracting them from what's over here because they don't read well,
Yeah.
or they never finished school, whatever level. Or maybe they were a tradesperson and they got into trades or farming at a young age and they didn't have that opportunity.
Well, you could say or and or and or and or. You know what? Guess what? The guy's a criminal.
You can go on
That's
forever.
it. You can go on
Exactly.
forever, Judy. And thanks for calling in. I really appreciate it. Thanks, honey. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Okay? Thanks.
Thank you, Judy.
You're absolutely right, though, Judy, because it's like, enough. When is enough going to be enough? We always thought, oh my God, maybe grab by the pussy would be enough. Oh my God, maybe the Russian collusion would be enough. Oh my God, maybe the January 6th would be enough. COVID would be enough. Anything would be enough. Nothing has been enough for these Republicans. A few have peeled off, but not. What? You got Kinzinger and fucking the other criminal? I can't think of her name.
Cheney.
Kinzinger. That's all you got? And you got all those other radical motherfuckers in there now? I don't know. It's that's why I don't want to be, I don't want to be too optimistic, but it does scare me, the fuckery that I think we're headed for with this election. They will stop at nothing. It's a sadistic cult. It is a very sadistic cult. With what they're trying to do with women, the war on women is just gross. I love our VP. She's so great. She went on Morning Joe with that girl that got raped at 12 years old and was incest, and she had to go to another state to get an abortion. Otherwise, she might have died. Girls that age, 12 years old, their bodies are not developed enough to have kids. But do men give a shit about that? No, they're like, running around with their fucking pricks out. It's so infuriating. That's why I think road rage is real. If I'm fucking pissed off, every woman has got to be pissed off about this. It can't just be Democratic women. I think Republican women are going, oh, sure, oh, yeah, I'll vote for Trump, okay. And then they go in the thing and they fucking vote Biden and be like, fuck it.
Yeah, that's another thing that M. Kilgore brings up. Stone has a plan for 2024 now. His tapes that got released this past week by that undercover reporter there, undercover journalist.
You got to talk louder, Benny. What?
The undercover journalist that got Stone on tape.
Oh, yeah. Roger
saying
Stone,
they have lawyers and judges, got judge's phone number, all this bullshit. And why is that motherfucker still walking around when he's saying out loud they're going to commit election interference?
I don't know, because maybe, Christopher Wray is part of the Federalist Society, and Merrick Garland has proved to be fucking pretty much useless. I don't know what to say about Garland anymore. I cannot defend him after the fucking 4 years of fucking... And then he'll be like, oh, we're going to investigate this, and it has nothing to do with Donald Trump. And I'm like, you should be fucking laser focused.
Yeah. On the problem at hand.
I mean, I know there's
small potatoes up later.
I know, but I know they do more than one thing. You know what I mean? They investigate sex traffickers and drug traffickers and gun traffickers, and you know what I mean? Like, they do a lot more than what Donald Trump wants the FBI to do. That's the other thing, is that everything Trump has done has been so fucking normalized. None of it is normal.
Not to me. None of it's normal. No. I will never call any of this normal, Diane. None of it's fucking normal.
None of it's normal, but the media, the big media companies, they're all normalized. They want a horse race because it gives them more ratings and more money. Fuck you.
They don't get my ratings or my money. Fuck you.
That's
Fuck
why
you,
Benny and I are here.
Media. Fuck you.
That's why Benny and I are here.
I haven't watched you for years, and I refuse to.
Call from ALIOSA.
Hi, Alio. Sure. How you doing, babe?
Hey, ladies. How are y'all doing?
Hey,
good.
Ali.
Thanks for calling in. What's going on?
Hey. Well, yeah. I mean, we know that anybody who knows anything about how the street works and how the world works knows that they want a horse race.
Yeah.
But people should be calling in more than just C-SPAN and saying, you guys have to be tough, because that's the problem. Is that all this MAGA, all this Trump should have been dumped. He should have been dumped after 2022. Everybody now forgets, how he lost the midterms and all of his recommendations. All 9 candidates lost.
Well, and the 2 impeachments. I forgot the list of the impeachments. I should add impeachments to this list.
Right.
Because they were rigged too.
Yeah. Yeah, and then what the Democrats should say, if they say the idiot pundits, as we know from watching Al Sparks and Boston Brian and you and me on our streams, is if there's a 2-tiered justice system, then, the same rules have to apply to Trump as anybody in the whole wide world, and everybody gets investigated, whether they're Democrat or Republican. But the problem is, we know that the Republicans want Trump to be president for 25 years, which hopefully he won't live that long anyway. But, and I hate to say that, but he just gets so, frustrated that nobody says to him except, oh, you can't be. I said, yeah, I wish. The uncle doesn't have the power to choose Supreme Court justices.
He never showed he never showed his taxes. He should have never been able to allow to run without showing his taxes. When you start breaking one little rule like that, now you've got immunity for him. going to goddamn SCOTUS, going, does he have immunity for January 6th or not? Can he incite a riot? Because then there's no fucking rule of law anymore here. Now it's just fucking anarchy.
Yeah, because, when he started talking about immunity, I said, wait a minute, you're not in jail anyway. What do you care? You're not even in jail.
He keeps
Everybody
saying
else
that
is
he's
in
gagged
jail.
and he can't speak and he's on a fucking television. He's on air. I'm gagged
know,
and I
and then-
can't speak. I can't talk. Yes, you can talk. You can blather all you fucking want to. You just can't
No, but-
incite violence against
Well,
people.
but Diane, you know what he really means by that. I'm king president, don't question me.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he's saying. He's not saying he can't talk. What he means is you're not saluting and bowing and genuflecting like he's the damn Pope or whatever. No offense. I apologize. But that type of thing, that he wants to be a religious figure. He wants to be worshipped. We've all seen the memes where he's being hugged by Jesus Christ and Jesus Christ is hugging his shoulders. And I almost want to yell at the ceiling going, come on, get to work up there.
Jesus wasn't a white man. Let's start with that. He's got the white Jesus.
Exactly.
When Donald Sutherland died last week, somebody put on Twitter,
Yeah.
God, you got the wrong Donald.
Right. Right. So I just wish, like I said, I was talking to people about this yesterday, and they go, "Oh, but ratings, they're not going to be tough on Donald." Well, guess what? We got to be tough on Donald, and not just in our streams. And check our votes, and check that we can vote, and vote for Biden, and have a chance at freedom and democracy and liberty, not this stupid reality cult TV show.
Yeah.
Evangelist named Trump and his buddy.
Who doesn't know anything about fucking governing. Thank you, Alyosha, for calling in. I love you, honey. Thank you. Yeah, he doesn't know fuck all about governing. A fucking second generation rich kid who failed up his whole life.
He doesn't know anything about anything except how to be a nasty motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's got that down to a science.
Oh my God. I was watching Shrinking Trump.
I love that show.
God, I really like that show too.
I really do.
Where is it?
As for Bannon having DTs in prison, they'll give him methadone if it's required. Just saying.
Yeah.
They can legally distribute that to him.
So they were saying
to keep him from having any bad trips or, horrible come down.
Call from
Kathy Zinn.
To accept, press 1.
Hi, Kathy.
Hey, Kathy.
Hi, Diane. Hi, Benny. Good to talk to the both of you.
You too.
Thanks for calling in. What's going on?
I just wanted to bring up, this is going a little off topic what we were talking about, but I just want to talk about what dirty bastards these Republicans are and how far back this goes. So I looked this up because Rachel Maddow talked about this a couple weeks ago about a representative whose name was Lester Hunt. I don't know if anybody caught that, but Lester Hunt was a representative. This is after World War II is over. We've beaten the Nazis and all this. And Lester Hunt is on the floor of Congress and floor of the House. And somebody is like doing these talking points for the Nazis. And he's like, what is going on here? So he immediately objects to it. And he starts investigating and finding out that there's still people in Congress with these ties to Nazi propaganda, and they're getting paid for spouting it on the House floor so that it goes on the House record. Mm-hmm. And what ended up happening was, because he was coming at him hard and he was really getting pressure on him, Lester Hunt's son was gay, and he was arrested in D.C. for soliciting, a man for gay sex or whatever. And so, it was kind of under the wraps. And basically, they said, if you don't knock it off, if you don't stop coming after us, we're going to expose you for your gay son. And the poor man, like
Leverage.
they hounded him. And it's so sad because what ended up happening is Lester Hunt ended up committing suicide. And they were like, oh, good. That means the Republican governor can now replace him with a Republican. They didn't give a shit. It's like this kind of bullshittery has been going on for decades. They don't care. They don't care whose lives they ruin. They don't care who dies. They don't give a shit as long as they get what they want.
It's so true. It's so true. We've seen it through decades. We've watched decades of this.
I mean, I personally, I've screamed about a lot of shit into the atmosphere. My dad used to sit there and scream into the atmosphere. Is fucking anybody watching what's going on?
Well,
yeah.
You know?
I think we are because
my father is rolling over in his bone dust right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mine too. My dad fought in Iwo Jima. And, you know, he would have thought that Trump, thank God he never lived to see Trump become president, but he would have, you know, when I looked at Trump, when Art of the Deal first came out, I looked at Trump and I said, this is a loudmouth New York con man. And I've told everybody since then, I said, prove me I'm wrong. Has anything changed since Art of the Deal came out? No, he's still a loudmouth and he's still a con man.
Yeah.
You know, and
that's all he's ever been.
And he works for the mob, especially the Russians. And it's been clear for since the 80s. Since the 80s, late 70s. Late 70s, early 80s, it's been clear that he and Giuliani helped get the Russian mob out of New York to help get the Chinese
he got the Italian mob out of New York so he can move the Russian mob.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said it backwards.
Right.
I said it backwards.
Right. Yeah.
Kathy, thank you for calling in, honey. Thanks. We'll talk to you next time.
Oh, you're welcome. You guys are doing great. Glad I could listen today.
Thank you, honey.
Thank you,
Take
honey.
care.
Thanks
Take
for being
care.
here.
Love you both.
Love you too. Bye.
Love you too.
Bye.
So, yeah, we've known this for a long time. If anybody's really looked into it, that's why I like listening to the 5-8 with Lincoln's Bible, because she's done a whole history on this. She even has that podcast. It's called Underworld or Underneath.
She's very
Underneath.
learned on the subject,
and
of Donald
it's
Trump
all
and the fucking
about
Russian mob.
It's all about the 5 families, how they came here, how they got involved in New York, and how at the end of it, you got Donald Trump and Rudy Giuliani in it. It's the whole entire backstory of the mob. It's called The World Beneath. The World Beneath is what it's called. And it's really, really great. Just like along with other great people who, you know, Maddow, I appreciate her. I miss her being on every night. We need her on every night. You know?
Money talks and bullshit walks.
She's getting paid a fucking fortune to stay on MSNBC. More than anybody else, and she only does goddamn one night.
One show.
And I'm sorry, but it's like, she needs to be on more. And she tells us the history. She explains it in detail. But the problem is, she explains it in detail. You got to get quicker to the point. I know it's excruciating detail, but
I know.
It's true,
but
though.
It's necessary. It's the facts.
It's true. And this is our history.
You can always, work better when you're handed facts to deal with.
And that's the thing, too, is like when you study American history, they skip right over like Prohibition and the gangster mobs. And those are all for TV movies and for movies. That's not for history books, you know? All the mayhem that was going on.
Bicycle Mike.
Bicycle Mike, how you doing?
What up, Mike?
Okay. I wanted to talk about the origin of this Lee Atwater. Are you familiar with the Lee Atwater story?
Vaguely.
Okay, he was the operative back in the, I believe, 60s or 70s.
Nixon
who
era.
got together with all the Republicans and the the guy that ran Fox News that died recently. They got together and they got the win at any cost strategy.
Yeah, Roger Stone is good friends with Atwater. It's been for
Right.
years, right?
People
Yeah.
should be more aware of that. This has been going on for an awful long time.
Mhm. Oh, I know that.
It's not just
I've
since we've
watched
been
it.
paying. Yeah, I've been paying closer attention to, mainstream media. Maybe it's because of Keith Olbermann, because he keeps talking about behind the stories, and it's like if this had never happened, then we would not have had a Fox News. Like Giuliani. If Giuliani had never been mayor, we would have never had Fox News. He made it possible.
Right.
And stories like that where it's like those are all unwritten. That's all unwritten history. And you have to write that into the history book too. Otherwise you won't have the full story.
Right.
And
Well,
it's so
if
hard
you
to get
don't
if
learn your history.
your history book's going to be this thick of just the Trump era.
Well, if you don't learn your history, you're doomed to repeat it.
Yes. Yes, we know that. We know that. Republicans
So that's
want
all I
to
wanted
repeat
say.
it. Republicans want to repeat it, Mike.
They want to relive the good old days.
Yeah. Don't you think?
We're in the good old days.
Yeah. These
I
are
hate
the
to
good
say
old
it,
days.
Life has never been better for most people. Most people eat a meal. Most people live in a decent house. This is not Africa. This is not the Middle East. This is America.
Yeah. And we want it to
There's
stay
a lot-
that
all I
way.
wanted to say.
There's a lot to fix, but we got to fix our freedom first.
Mike, thank you for calling in, honey.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Call in
Thank you,
again.
Mike. We'll see you soon.
Keep up the good fight, gals.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
Bye.
I love our call-in feature. I love it every time.
I love it every time.
I don't know. I just can't help it.
If you guys think of something that you would like to discuss, we do have an email, BennyandDiane@gmail.com, right? Or is it Benny and Diane Cast?
No, it's BennyandDiane@gmail.com. I'm pretty sure.
And we're not opposed to reading emails on the show here. So if you have something that comes up in your head between Tuesday and Tuesday.
I know. I wish I had another screen, even though I have 4 major screens in front of me. I wish I had another one just so I could pull up memes and pull up stuff from I can do it, but then everything starts overlapping and then I can't find anything. And I don't like it. No.
Oh, there wasn't much history back then. Jim.
Really, Roy?
That's funny. The good old days when history was young.
Yeah, the Southern strategy.
That's correct, Chris. If we don't have a foundation of democracy,
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing right now. We're
Well, that's what I think.
democracy.
It's democracy or
Call from
dictatorship.
Wizzy Buff.
To accept, press 1.
Hi, Elizabeth. How you doing,
Hello.
honey?
Oh, well, Wizzy.
Hello, Benny and Diane. How are you today?
Good, honey.
I'm
What's
good.
going on?
You guys both. I'm thinking about, like you were saying, history education is extremely important. I know that my students actually are probably leading the Gen Z movement for democracy. But I know there's plenty who've been deprived of a good education, especially in red states, who have been robbing their education systems.
Yeah.
and diverting funds elsewhere. So that's one thing. The other
For
thing
years,
is,
for years. That's nothing new.
yeah, exactly. And I put some links in for there's a really good source, and I put it multiple times, called the Avalon Project. Great source for any kind of primary source information, which means the original document. They have like copies of original documents in their archive.
Yeah,
at the
like
Avalon
Michelle
Project
was
as well.
talking, about on the show last Friday, right?
Yeah,
Documentation,
exactly.
history.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is it called? Avalon what?
It's called the Avalon Project, and it's through Yale University. And it has, it'll have either a photo, a picture, but they also have the translated text, the text and they'll take it straight from the document. So you can compare them if you want to. But, it's got the Constitution, it's got the Hammurabi Code. Everything from the Hammurabi Code to today is in that archive.
Right.
And it's just really a good source. If you want to read the Constitution, that's a good place to go. I put in the Wannsee Protocols because it's like reading Project 2025. It's really, Project 2025 is the modern day
Mein Kampf.
Wannsee Conference. Yeah, Wannsee Protocols. It's just the final solution with what that was. So anyway, just wanted to throw that in.
You know, everybody can buy a pocket Constitution and carry it around with you wherever you go. Just so you know.
And when I was in college, I was studying film history. And, there was that Nazi movie. I can't remember the name of the Nazi movie. But then my teacher said, you have to read Mein Kampf. It was part of our curriculum. I read it, but I read it as an American and going, this is fucking awful. And that's why he wanted us to read it. So I have a copy of that shit in my house.
Yes.
But I also have a copy of Judy Blume and Gone with the Wind and all these other fucking books that they want to ban. I have a lot of banned books in my house right now.
Right. The Communist Manifesto. The Communist Manifesto was banned for the longest time. I don't mind them banning something like Paladin Press, frankly, because I really don't want, instruction books for terrorists. By that same token, there's nothing you can't get on the internet these days. So why bother?
Yeah, what was the Catcher? The Catcher in the Rye was like
it's symbolic.
The Catcher in the Rye was like
it's more symbolic than anything in this day and age.
The Catcher in the Rye was like a book that all the serial killers used, so they wanted to ban that, and I'm like, why? Like, I don't even.
Yeah, well, it's exactly what Benny Loco was just saying. It's symbolic. They know full well. All they got to do is put symbols out there, and some people will follow just the symbols. They don't have to read what's behind the symbol or what the symbol means. They just go with the symbol. Follow the symbol.
56 Nick Rich goes, Diane has some extra toilet paper. Mein Kampf.
Right. If we run out of toilet paper, we'll hit you up, Diane.
Yeah, I'll be like, I got plenty. I don't have any coffee filters.
Diane's got the extra shit tickets. Line up.
Oh
my God.
It's so funny.
Of all the things I thought I would have to go without in my life, toilet paper was not one of them that I ever thought I'd have to go without in my life.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, right. Well, anyway, I don't want to stay too long. I just wanted to throw that out there that if anybody, and I did put the link and I'll put it again, but I think it's important.
Thank you, darling.
Because, we have to take it upon ourselves, educate ourselves. If we don't feel educated enough or we have questions, ask
the questions.
Make sure you're asking the right question of the right person, though. Sources matter.
Yeah. I remember, just the other day, I was asking something, and I'm like, I didn't really ask that quite right in my Google dumb smartphone machine. And so, and I'm like, if I word it this way, it came right up. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
Right.
So
words matter. Words matter.
Yes, it does. Yes, they do. Google is a search engine, not a source. It's a search engine. It's like a library with no labels on whether it's fiction or nonfiction or reference or what. So that's why.
And Wizzy,
people
that's
get
why I
mixed
don't.
up.
That's why I don't understand them trying to ban books when you can get it on Kindle. You can get it
No
like
shit.
anywhere. You can buy now. You have digital books. You don't need a fucking book. Like, burn all the
Right.
fucking books you want. But you know.
So what I wonder is, what's their plan for the internet in all of this?
That's what I'm thinking. Exactly. What's their plans to ban internet access? What's their plans
To
to
tear
shut
it
out
all
our
down?
communications with one another?
To tear it all down? I mean, it's just my same question. Like with abortion, the reason why, or healthcare, the reason why we don't have universal healthcare like everybody else, because they wanted to take abortion away. And you can't take abortion away because it is healthcare. And if you give universal healthcare to half the country, you're not going to be able to rip the rug right out from underneath them and say, oh yeah, but not except for abortion. When it's literally healthcare and we all know it.
Well, they also want the largest number of people having abortions is white women. So and the largest number of people who die in childbirth are black women. Do the
Isn't
math.
that a coincidence?
They want
No,
more white babies
there are no
born, and they
coincidences.
want more black women dead.
Yeah.
Period. And it's disgusting. It's just obscene. And okay, let me let you guys go. I'm past my 5 minutes, I think.
All right. Love you.
I love you guys too. Bye bye, Vinny. Bye, Diane.
We love Wizzy. I could talk to her for hours. She's so smart and just like, oh, and well, she's also the one. She's like, remember when they did this, and remember when they did that, and you and I are like, oh yeah.
The list of remember when they did this or that is so fucking.
Cause it's a
long.
shit hose of fucking news. It's just a shit hose.
It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Their fuckery doesn't stop. They never sleep.
They have a war
They're
on their
always
own
on it.
citizens. Women, poor people, people of color, immigrants. It doesn't matter. It's a war on all of us. And all of us should band together and be like, fuck, and we're voting you out. Bye-bye. Yeah, the Reich wing. Insidious, have plans for dictatorship, and they're sadistic. Sadistic. Add sadistic should be everybody's new word. Sadistic. Keep using it over and over. And stochastic terrorism, because that's what they're doing.
Cruelty is the purpose of them. They get off on it.
Oh yeah. I was watching the guy from Shrinking Trump on another show. There was the English dude. I think
Yes,
he's on
Anthony.
Yeah. And he was going through all the history, and he just kept going. And yeah, it's sadistic. You got to keep going to the sadistic part, because he's sadistic. You know, he wants to put kids in cages. He's already built concentration camps, ready to put people in. They have plans to make us into 1930s Germany. They want to repeat history. They didn't learn
Which
a
is
fucking
disgusting.
thing. That history gave them a fucking roadmap to where they want to go.
And a boner.
Ugh. Ew.
Yeah, well, they get off on this shit.
It's true.
Don't think they don't.
Ooh.
While they snort their fucking erectile dysfunction pills.
Allie Osher says, I found a shortened 48-page report of the Project 2025. Please send that to me. Email that to bennyanddiane@gmail.com. Well, I'll tell you what. If women ever do get power in this country...
I was watching Straight Facts No Chaser last night. He did a live stream, and he was touting that the world will be a much better place when there's women in charge.
Yeah.
Because
We don't have
and he
sword
gave-
fights.
We don't have penal envy. Yeah. That's the top of the list.
And when we fight, we do it with our tongues and our knowledge, not with guns and
Fisticuffs and guns.
and swords and dicks. Dick wagging. I call it dick wagging.
Mm.
And I guarantee Putin and fucking Trump's dicks put together does not equal Zelensky's. Just saying.
Yeah.
And now
Cut that in half.
and then you
have
got
two
balls,
dicks.
and then you put balls of steel on top of it. I guarantee.
He's quite a guy. He's quite a guy.
Yeah. I don't know. I've seen a lot of chick fights. They're brutal. Well, yeah, they're brutal. But not when you're a diplomat and you can fight with words and you don't have
Right.
to fight. You don't have to take your earrings off and your high heels off.
Yeah, those girls who are having fisticuffs, number one, do all that shit for clicks and views.
Yeah.
Number two, they don't have the words. They don't have the knowledge. They're just.
It's not that we're devious, honey, Jim.
television, social media babies.
It's not that we're he said, however, women can be much more devious than men. That's a fucking bunch of bullshit. We think ahead. I think ahead.
We're not trying to have any devious.
I don't have a devious thought in my fucking brain. You know what I want to do? I just want, people to be free and fucking have health care. And I don't want to go broke because of a medical bill. And you know what I mean? Like all of that stuff. I'm not being devious. I'll give it to the fucking assholes who call me a baby-eating fucking Democrat.
Yeah. You're right, Peter. No disparagement to President Biden, but if something ever did happen, Kamala is absolutely ready for the challenge.
For sure. And how come nobody ever says her name? They're like, oh, well, who's going to replace Biden? Is it going to be Newsom or da-da-da-da and all these people? And I'm like, what?
Hello?
She's sitting right there, you assholes.
She has chesticles. She's that beautiful dark-colored lady over there that everybody wants to overlook.
They're terrified of her because she's smart, she's brilliant, she's an attorney. She's like, yeah, you don't fuck with her.
That's right, Christine. Nancy kicked ass and heels for years.
Yes, she played those
Just saying.
motherfuckers like fiddles.
She's still kicking ass. Did anybody see that interview with her? There on the old, yeah. And Donald Trump incited one of his cult members to go in and bash her husband's head in with a hammer.
I know Benny's talking about something serious, but I'm laughing about what's in the chat. Gunther Johnson says Trump's dick doesn't wag, it wiggles. I can't get the visual out of my head. Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah. Stop putting that ugly in my head.
Him naked. Ugh. Ugh. It just makes me want to barf.
When he actually said that in his speech there the other day.
Saw my naked body.
I thought I'd heard everything that he could say that was absolutely fucking disgusting. But that, you'd see a beautiful body.
Negative.
I don't think Donnie owns any mirrors.
Or he looks at them and he sees this bloviated vision of himself. Like, I don't know which is
He's
worse.
got those carnival mirrors in reverse where they make you look fabulous
Skinny.
instead of fat.
Yeah. He's so
I'm sure
gross.
there's a mirror like that. I'm sure there is. Look at me, ain't it great? It's like putting your face on the cover of Time. You can do that too.
Yeah, he's so
Oh,
gross.
shit.
Like, which one
Disgusting.
which one? Here you go.
Trump is Hitler.
That's the one I was looking for before.
Donald Trump
He's
show is
Hilter.
over.
He's Hilter, like his fucking talking mouthpiece called him the other night on the news. Hilter. Donald Hilter.
How can you...
Fuck Donald Trump. 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 Fuck Donald
Donnie.
Trump.
Fuck you, Donnie.
Trump.
And you're...
It says Trump did not have a fecal legal duty with respect to them.
Fecal legal duty.
Fecal. Fecal.
And he was nothing.
0 point.
Big weirdo.
Heard that Saudi Arabia and Russia will repeat your.
He can't even talk. It's so ridiculous. I can't even believe these people like are considering this.
Lust over him. They lust over him. It's their Lord and Savior, and they lust over him.
So weird.
I still can't get that picture of or video of Marjorie Taylor Greene rubbing the crotch of his paper cutout.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I totally
that
remember
fucking
that.
gave me nightmares for weeks. Just that
Rubbing the
alone.
crotch of his paper cutout.
Yeah.
That's very Christian of you, just as much as Bobo.
all these Christian, good God-fearing women.
Where's
And then you need to kick that fucking door down.
There you go. There it is.
There's
you
going to
need to
be
kick
some
that fucking door
serious.
down.
There's going to be some serious door kicking down coming November. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of raging vaginas in the United States right now.
Can't be just us. It can't be just us. Those Republican women have fucking daughters too. They know that their mothers and their grandmothers fought for Roe too. They know about the back alley abortions that their mothers and aunts and stuff have had. Yeah. Enough with the war on women. The more you come after us, the more we're gonna come after you.
Yeah. You done flipped the bitch switch, boys.
Oh, I wish I'd have dropped for that. I wish.
And I'm not saying all
Wonder
the
Mom came.
boys. They're not all boys, because there's a few dizzy fucking broads mixed up in that fucking Nazi hive. You know who you are. You know who you are, ladies.
Elizabeth, she goes, Trump glued his balls to a swastika. And Wonder Mom says, you underestimate the level of cult programming. I'm not really underestimating it. I just can't believe that it's working. It's just dumb. It's so dumb.
You think that people would be smarter in the 21st century.
I just can't understand why nobody has any critical thinking skills. I don't know. Maybe, it's the education system or whatever, but, I don't know.
Well, that has a lot to do with it, of course.
How about the evangelicals? They're like, oh, it's the end of the world. It's the apocalypse. It's going to happen August 10th. And then it doesn't happen. And then they're like, oh, well, I got it wrong. It's
they
in
yearn for nothing more than to be right about their fucking Jesus and their God.
And they're wrong all the time.
So
it's
they're
like
trying to make it happen so they could say, see, we were right.
It's just like QAnon. So QAnon keeps saying Donald will be reinstated. He never was reinstated. Now we're going through the, you know what I mean? Like all these like little, all of it's fucking horseshit, the vaccines and just everything. And they know it's bullshit, but they keep spewing it. Like the people who are in charge know it's bullshit. Now they've stoked up this mad conspiracy theory driven fan base, and they have to keep making it more outrageous in order to keep getting the clickbait, in order to get
in order for their cult to get their fucking daily buzz.
When is it enough? When do these people go, yeah, that never happened, that never happened, that never happened? How about Mike Pillow coming out with all the election interference, and how about 2,000 Mules, that movie? Now it's been taken down because it's all filled with bullshit. I mean, when does it stop? Is it over when he dies? Is it over when he's in jail? Like, I want to know when it's over. You know, because you can't just keep living in this fantasy non-reality world when reality comes smacking you right in the face.
This is another reason why we need health care for all, because these people are going to need extensive therapy. You understand?
That's true. It's true.
I mean, how many of these people have left their entire family behind to fucking follow this piece of shit?
But then they find a family like I have found you guys, because, you know, my family is all Trumpers. I found you guys because I can't talk to them about this shit. So.
But you should. You see, but
I don't talk to them. I don't talk to them at all.
That
so
people
it's
need
different.
to have with their Trumper families.
I don't talk to them at all, so it's totally different. You know what I mean? Like, you know my situation more than most, so it's just not
I'm just saying, for everybody in general, you know, you need to have that tough conversation with your Trumper family if you haven't totally shunned them out of your fucking life already.
Yeah, you gotta be like, was Russia a hoax?
No.
Did Donald win the 2020 election? You know, like, just be
Did
like,
Hillary's emails exist? Is she in jail? Did she ever get locked up in the 4 years? Because you can't lock up people who didn't commit a crime, can you? But you can lock up people who do commit crimes.
And why are they so... They're like all in for a criminal. Adjudicated rapist, 34 felonies, 54 more to go. He owes $500 million in fucking civil fraud. I don't know how you can just be like, oh, la-di-da, yeah, sure.
Because that's all they hear in their head is
This Thanksgiving is going to be a doozy for some families. You're not kidding, Peter. Oh, shit.
Oh, Peter. The turkey's going to fly again, whether it wants to or not.
Yeah. I hear you, Stargal. Yeah, it's hard. You know, growing up in a household full of Republicans, when you're the only Democrat, is not easy, especially when you're the youngest and you're like, you don't know what you're talking about. You know?
Really? I don't know, huh? Proof is in the pudding. Speaking of pudding, I have to shake the dew off my lily. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Betty. I don't know how to make it one screen right now, but that's okay. She'll be back in a minute. I'll just talk to the chat. Adam, how you doing? I glued myself to Adolf again. No, you didn't. How you doing, Adam? Chris, thanks for being here. Yeah, thankfully, only my family and my kids. True Dems. Good. Good to hear that. M. Kilgore, thanks for being here. Peter, you said a mouthful. What did he say? Yeah, it's going to be a doozy this Thanksgiving. I think we all have PTSD to a certain extent going through COVID. It literally messed with my head so bad. Like, I was like, what are we going to do? Trump's administration messed with me so bad. It was like literally white knuckling it through a snowstorm on a freeway when everybody's spinning off the road. I just got my bitch switch t-shirt. Nice, Petrozzi. Love it.
Call from.
Hi, Mark. How you doing?
Hey, Diane. Just thought I'd chime in. It's been a while. Yeah, I think it'll be decades before we'll find really the impact of the whole fucking COVID thing. You know, when the world shut down. I mean, it screwed up so many school kids. You know, that they were set back. What the standard test scores, they all took a hit. I know that I had friends who were elementary school teachers, and it's like when they got third and fourth graders, they were actually at that like first and second grade type mentality. Things they had to be taught that the kids should have already known. So it really has fucked up, you know, the just society as a whole.
Well, they've been fucking with education for decades. We've known that.
Yeah.
I
Taken
knew
away
it.
and taken away and taken
I knew
away
it.
and ripping away, you know, all the good stuff that makes an education valuable.
Yeah, I knew it when I was in high school that all the fucking shit in our fucking history books was bullshit. You know, like we knew that Washington had slaves and grew weed and fucking, you know what I mean? Like all that stuff. But it wasn't in our
No
history
mention
books.
of that in the history book.
No mention of that in our history books, and I was in the school in the late 70s and early 80s. You know? But we knew it then. We didn't need an internet to fucking know it. Why don't these people, they're like, oh, right-wingers are always like, you know, do your own homework, do your own research. But they research down rabbit holes of bullshit.
Right. No
Well,
history.
no one uses libraries anymore, right? You just Google, right? That's and as what Lizzie says, Google is not a source.
It's a search engine.
No.
It's a search engine.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Lizzie, you're not driving on that Pacheco Pass again, are you? I saw her post in the chat. By the way, I'm fucking jet lagged, or you could say that. I haven't slept in over 24 hours.
Oh my god.
Oh,
dude.
Mark, get your
And,
ass to
I actually
bed.
had to. I took a red eye. I had to go straight to work. Not straight to work.
Oh my
but
God.
I had to, I'm okay. I'm hanging in there. But
Brutal.
But
Thank
just-
you for being there to fight the
off
cause.
the record, my host showed me a great time, and she's really a good friend, and I'm so glad that, I got to spend time with her, and I think it's like the feeling is mutual. But I hope you'll get the chance to spend time with her too. I look forward to spending time with more of you too. It's just this little family of ours.
Yes.
Um,
It's our chosen
we're
family.
here.
Really awesome.
Our little chosen
Yeah,
family.
next time we'll drive down to you, Benny.
There you go.
It's
You know
like
what's going to
a
be
day's
funny
drive.
is what would be really funny is Mark P shows up at everybody in chat's house, and then makes an appearance on our YouTube channel here.
Yeah.
We're
When are
just
you
popping
coming
everyone
to
else's Zoom
Detroit?
window, right?
When are you coming to
like,
Detroit?
like you did with Elizabeth. Yes.
I've actually driven. Was it Ypsilanti? How far is that from you?
What, Ypsilanti?
Yeah.
I don't know. Tony, how far is Ypsilanti from here? 45 minutes.
Okay, I did drive up there. It was in my 20s. I made a road trip up there with some buddies. But, I think it's a day trip, but yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, it'd be. I'm
I'd
looking
love
forward
if
to
we
the day
could-
where I can in person meet with you all.
I know. Wouldn't it be
Hug
so
you
fun if we could
guys.
all travel, like make a plan to all travel to one place and be like, and just like, you know, it's like a sparkler, Benny and Diane,
A meet and greet.
Mooks, everybody,
Reunion.
Midas, everybody just coming together and doing a massive meet and greet. It'd be so fun. Somehow, somewhere.
That is something that Lizzie and I talked about. It'd be awesome if we could all do that somewhere, like a central location somewhere. But
it's just too expensive. You got people in Hawaii, you got people in Scotland. I think we should travel. We should tour. Benny and I are going to go on a tour. We're going to be like,
there you go.
We're going to be like the sexy liberal tour.
Ah!
You're going to need some more talent to travel with you.
Yeah. We can't wing this on our own.
Yeah.
Got to drag along. Hey, we'll scoop up Boston Brian.
There you go.
And we'll do our song. We have to get together and write all the songs we've wanted to write together.
Yeah. Oh.
And we'll bring our guitars.
Yeah. It'd be side entertainment.
It'd be so fun.
That'd be awesome. All right, hello, and love both you ladies, and just keep fighting the good fight.
Thanks for calling,
Thank
Mark.
you, Mark.
Love you.
Love you too. Listen.
Love you too.
Glad you made it home safe.
Yep.
I like
Thank you.
that.
Thank
Bye, honey.
That's,
All right.
that's
Bye-bye.
the best part of a journey is making it home safe.
See you, babe. Bye. Okay, he's out. Oh boy. Yeah, all of a sudden I'm just hot. It's you. It's Tony's presence. He just walked in the room and now I'm just boiling hot. I can't take it anymore.
Here, let me help you, darling. Hold on.
She's gonna
You got my
fan me all the way
boysenberries to
from
the rescue.
California. I can feel it, Benny. I really can feel it.
Can you feel it, honey? Go down, baby. Go down. Oh, can't have you melting on the spot. No.
Oh, and then I heard, I don't know what the Republicans, anybody heard this about the Republicans doing, I mean, we hear that they're going to try some fuckery in Wisconsin, or is it in Chicago at the Democratic Convention? When is that? The Democratic Convention. It's in August sometime.
I don't know.
It's in August because I know Stephanie Miller is going to be there on tour that weekend. But I hear that Republicans are gearing up to do another Democratic convention fuckery like they did back in the 60s. What did you read that I missed?
I think that Benny and Diane's fans should be called sports tweezers.
Do I need to
Yours
bring
is much
tweezers down
prettier
here now?
than mine. It's got like that peacock thing color going on. Yeah.
I have butterflies and sparklies.
So beautiful. So pretty.
I know Benny's jealous
Mine's-
because mine's sparkly and hers
Mine's
is
just from
not.
Knott's Berry Farm. It was gifted too.
No, yeah, I don't know. I've heard that they want to try some fucking fuckery. And Yeah, August 19th
19th.
through the 22nd is the DNC in Chicago. If they're going to try this fuckery and start riots like they did in the 60s, I don't know.
That's not going to be tolerated.
I highly
Understand?
doubt they're going to get away with
That's
that.
not going to be tolerated.
I think everybody's gearing up for their fuckery. The thing is, the cops, it's like, which side are you on? You know, I'll tell you what, I lived in Chicago for 4 years. They're not exactly on the up and up, if you will.
Daddy was a cop on the east side of Chicago.
Chicago
Back in
cops
the
have never
USA.
been on the up and up.
Back in the bad old days. Do you remember that song? In the heat of a summer night, in the land of the dollar bill, when the town of Chicago died, and they talk about it still, when a man named Al Capone tried to make that town his own. And I can't remember the words, but yeah, the night Chicago died. You remember that song?
No.
Oh my God. Yeah. It was a good old cops fighting the bad guys in the bloody streets type of song.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think
It
I've ever
ends
heard it.
good because Daddy made it home from fighting the gangsters in the street.
Big Stefan says I remember that song in Twitch.
There we go. So it's not just me. I didn't make it up in my
Mom's
head.
Russo said flashback.
Oh God, what was the summer of that song? That was a summer song for sure. Summer of 72, 3 maybe? I'm not really sure.
8-track
It's all a
flashback.
blur.
74 Kath Zinn says, and Mike Mountain Bike Mike.
Cheers, Galen.
Our mountain bike fan says 8-track flashback. 8-track tapes. Remember those?
I know when that song came out, I was getting used to having my new boobies. That's how I look back at time, is where I was progressed at a certain time when a song came out. My chesticles alone. That's right. Paper lace. Bingo, Terry. Thank you. I would have never remembered the name of the song. I mean,
Shiny it is, Grammy. It's so shiny. It's so shiny.
I knew at a very, very young age that shiny things were my weakness. Literally, things that were shiny, you know. Even the sunlight on the water used to trip me out as a kid. I'd be like, motherfucker, that's shiny. I actually didn't say the motherfucker part, but yeah, I see shiny things everywhere. I don't know, maybe my vision's jaded.
No, I know what you mean.
With shiny stuff.
I like shiny
I mean-
stuff. I just can't afford it.
Listen, the brilliant thing is that shiny stuff can be free. They're shiny everywhere. They're shiny everywhere. Maybe that's my Pollyanna fucking glasses. I don't know. You know.
Where are
I
your
do have a little-
rose-colored
I do
heart-shaped
have a little
glasses?
bit of Pollyanna syndrome.
Now you just need your rose-colored heart-shaped glasses, and you'd be set.
What, these right here?
Yeah, those are my favorite.
These
They are my
heart-shaped
favorite.
glasses. Everybody needs a pair of rose-colored glasses. Come on.
Get some glitter, Diane.
you there.
I have bucketfuls of glitter. I don't need it.
I have glitter too, I'm not gonna lie.
I have a lot. My mom bought this. It's like a thing this tall. It's like 8 inches tall, filled with gold glitter. And I go, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to recreate that scene from, what's that movie, Tony? It's the movie about David Bowie that we like. Yeah, Velvet Goldmine. From Velvet Goldmine, where Ewan McGregor plays Iggy Pop, and he spreads oil all over his body during a show, during a concert, and then he just takes a thing of glitter and just goes... So he's literally covered in glitter from head to toe.
Nice.
Oh my God. Can you imagine having to clean that mess up after the stage crew? Going home to their wives going, I swear I wasn't at a strip club.
This is all on Iggy.
It's all on Iggy Pop. Benny Shane.
Got shit in the shavings. Yeah, it's, I've been hard pressed to write about Shiny. I've always wanted to write a song about Shiny, but I get too emotionally carried away.
Yeah.
I can't rein the sparkle in. But should I be able to rein the sparkle in? No, because then there's none for anybody else. So
right, gotta share the.
You
gotta share the shine.
Shiny.
No, I just wanted to tell Tony because now he's home. That I told Peter earlier. I'm like, have you been listening to the show? He goes, no. And I said, I told Peter earlier during the show that we have a T-shirt that says "Will work for Peter," and he goes, it wouldn't be good for me if I was standing on the corner.
Oh.
It wouldn't be good for any guy standing on a corner. It would be good for, I don't know. Tony will wear it. He says he'll wear it. He'll work for Peter. Is it Clementine?
Yes.
Such a good baby.
Oh,
she
my
needs,
darling Clementine.
She needs kisses on the head. She likes kisses on the head.
Yes, she does. She insists on kisses.
She's so adorable. She's so chill. She's very Egyptian looking. She's a long face.
She was born dead. She wasn't breathing. She had a hard time coming out.
She's like, fuck you, I was
and
born
she wasn't
dead.
breathing when she came out. So she's a resuscitated kitty. She's seen the other side. She's really special.
She's like, that's the way I'm going to look at fucking Donald Trump. I'm just going to like give him the fucking evil eye. Side eye, evil eye. She's too
This is
sweet.
her favorite spot, by the by.
Yeah.
She gets up in here and she takes up the whole. She makes my hands into a cat bed.
Yeah.
That's what she does.
Tanner jumped up on the table behind me, so everybody saw Tanner, but he was just interested in all the koozies and the new smell in the house. What's that? I haven't rubbed on that yet.
This wasn't here before. What is it? If cats are nothing, they're very curious.
She's so cute. So chill. Glitter is eternal. It is eternal because once it's there, you can't get rid of it. It's everywhere.
She wakes me up by kissing me on my mouth. Clementine does.
Ew. Tanner wakes me up by licking my hairline, and then he gets a long hair down his throat, and he starts choking. He's like,
so
funny. I'm like, ugh.
I only want the baby fine stuff. Oh my God. Oh.
So cute. It's 4:20. 4:20 here on the East Coast,
Shut
ladies
up.
and
Happy
gentlemen.
420 somewhere. I just took a dab like 20 minutes ago. I was early. I jumped the gun. And sometimes I do that because the times are wicked on my everlasting soul. So, yeah, that.
All right, Tony's messing with the computer. I'll just talk.
Is Tony touching stuff?
Tony's touching stuff. You can't see him. He can. Donald Trump exclusive economic zone. I don't even get that. What the fuck does that mean? Yeah, with the House Republicans wanting to name the coastal waters, they want to make it a Donald Trump exclusive economic zone. Exclusive, like you have
It's
to be
his.
you have to be
It's
a
got his name on it.
VIP to get in his waters.
It's Trump's ocean.
Oh my God. I just can't. I just can't with this asshole. He's just so, it's too much now. Now it's just dripping with racism and Nazism, and it's just dripping. And
it's
gotten sadistic, it's gotten gross. It's really just like the whole thing. I don't give two shits about women dying. There was a dude that called in the Stephanie Miller show, and he was like, oh yeah, this one chick got killed by 2 immigrants. But he doesn't give a shit about the thousands of women who are killed by American men across this country every fucking day.
Yeah.
And most of them are their spouse. It's really gross. And how many, I guess we keep talking about it too much, but how many fucking off-ramps have they had? And they still
way too many.
So many. And
way too many.
And you're still backing this guy.
Was too many.
Yeah. How about just even he shouldn't even been able to run just for his rumor on Obama that he wasn't born here in the United States. Go fuck yourself. It's proven beyond beyond all reason. And just it should have been nipped in the bud. Nobody nipped it in the bud. Nobody gave a shit to nip it in the bud. That's what makes me maybe kind of think that maybe Lincoln's Bible is right. Because she said that she thinks that he was helping the feds getting all the Italian mob out, and they made some kind of a deal where they can't prosecute him for any of that. I don't know. Or they can't prosecute him ever.
This is just speculation.
It is totally just speculation, but I still don't, it still gives me the EBGBs. I still get the willies. Even though I think there's more of us than there are of them, I just feel like the fuckery is what we need to watch out for. That scares me the most. That's the thing.
Yeah, listen to what they're saying, but absolutely watch what they're doing. Because they're doing it everywhere.
Put the fan in there.
In every little red town and every fucking state in the union.
I think it's because if I run all the monitors, it's like 7 monitors fucking through that fucking.
Oh.
And it's overheating. So.
Okay.
Call from
Adam.
To accept, press 1. To send.
Hi, Adam.
Hey,
Hi.
Adam. How you doing, honey?
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah,
Yes, I am.
I'm hanging
Thanks
in
for
there.
noticing.
I'm hanging in there.
That's good, babe.
Yeah. Heavily self-medicated right now, but I'm dealing.
Sometimes it's necessary.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no doubt it.
What's going on?
God. It used to be I would get up and do my normal stuff, and my whole world has been turned upside down because nothing's normal anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. Nothing.
Nothing's
Everything's taken to extremes, and most of it's wrong, and the extreme in the wrong direction. And when you complain, you're bad and nasty because you're a complainer, not the situation is completely wrong. So, yeah, that's that whole shifting of the Overton window thing that Nazis like to do to make the far right acceptable, and then anything left of the far right looks crazy, wild-eyed Marxist communist. So,
wait,
you know.
and what's crazy, wild-eyed, and Marxist about the Republicans wanting to make a $500 bill and put Donald Trump's face on it? How do you feel? How does that measure up in the fascist Nazi Marxist?
I would never see a $500 bill in my life.
Sorry, Betty?
Most people would never see a $500 bill in their life, not your average Joe, right? Right?
It's true.
Well,
so
wouldn't putting his face on it immediately make it worth nothing, though?
I think so.
You should just put his face on the negative $500 bill.
It's negative $500.
It's an IOU.
It's an IOU for $500.
It would symbolize everything. All right.
That's so funny. It's an IOU. And on the back of it, it says, I owe you 10,000 of these to the Russian government.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, the signature says Vladimir Putin on it.
Oh, my God.
Look, I swear I'll give it to you by next week.
We have to manufacture this. It couldn't be too hard to make this bill, could it? We can make it ourselves.
No, more toilet paper. Peter said toilet paper. Oh, $500 bill. Toilet paper with Trump's face on it. I think we should make a fortune.
Negative $500 bill. That's perfect.
Oh my God, Adam. I want
One side is signed by
Peter.
Vladimir Putin, the other side is signed by Peter.
Peter, will you be head of merchandising?
This is legal tender in your bathroom.
Peter, can you be head of merchandising for the Benny and Diane local? Because I just seriously, can you imagine how much money you would make just for gag gifts alone? For a roll of toilet paper.
This is legal tender on your hemorrhoidal anus.
It's a $500 bill with Trump's face on it. Oh my God. I think he's like, sure. Peter, you need to be our marketing executive for.
Oh God. Oh shit.
Oh my God. That is so fucking funny. I cannot stop. Well, it was one thing with just Trump
oh my
on
God.
it.
See what happens
like
in all
his
these
name.
brilliant minds with all this energy when we get together, eh?
I know. Oh my God. We need
No.
merch. And on the back, the back of it, yeah. Maybe we should make. Maybe we should make like what do you call them? Not cashier's checks. With the what do you think? The things you travel with, traveler's checks, right?
Yeah.
Traveler's checks for $500, and on the back it's IOU, and it's like Russia, China, Saudi, like which country, which fucking, North Korea.
Shit. Oh my God, I'm not supposed to laugh this hard.
Yes, you are.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yes, you are.
I'm taking notes.
Adam, that was brilliant. Thank you for taking notes.
Well, and Peter.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, Peter. I will work for Peter. I need my will work for Peter shirt. Okay, hold on.
We'll send you one, Adam. I don't know when it'll get there. Maybe 500 years from now, but yeah.
Yeah. UPS will say, you need to come down to the office in person.
Yeah.
That's what they do. I swear they do it on
Monopoly
purpose.
money. Oh, God.
Okay, well,
Adam,
I don't really have
thanks, I
anything witty
needed
to
that.
say.
Yes,
Wow.
you
Except
do.
hearing
Yes,
your
you
guys' voices
do.
and getting to talk to you. What?
That
yes,
was
you
very
do.
witty.
Every time you
Fucking-
call in,
I'm still laughing.
every time you call in, Adam, it's something funny or something great. So don't even
Oh
though
my
you
God.
think. Even though you think you don't have a plan and you have not, like you call in, and you're like, I have really nothing to say, and I'm like, yes, you do. Every fucking time you call in, we figure out something that you can say, and it's always funny.
Well, that's why I want
What?
George to call in, too, because he's really shy and he's funny as shit. And
Yeah.
we always think of stuff, too, when we're talking.
I
But
know.
you just got to get him out of his shell sometimes.
I know. Well, some people don't want to talk to how many people are in here? 41 people.
Thank you
Yeah,
all
it's a
for
little
there's
intimidating.
53?
here. And everybody else who strolled on through, we appreciate you
Aw.
a lot.
Oh, viewers, 53. But that's on both, right?
It's nice to know we're not in all this fuckery and insanity all by
Alright.
ourselves.
I know. That's the thing. That's why we're here, right, Adam? Is to, make sure that you're not alone out there in Hawaii. And Allie Osher's not alone out there in Massachusetts. And I'm not,
Right.
alone here in Detroit. She's not alone there in California. You
Right.
guys are not alone. We're all on the same ticket. It's Biden for lunch, Biden for dinner.
Baden. That's what got to go in Germany. The first place you go in Germany should be Baden-Baden.
Baden.
Why is it so low? Is it really low to you guys or no?
No, I
It
heard
sounds loud on the phone, but the drops have been sounding quiet on the stream.
Okay.
Like they aren't going through the computer. I think they're going through the speaker or something.
That's good to hear, J-Fo. I know there's a lot of Texans out there.
No,
who are
you're not
pissed
alone
as a
here in
motherfucker
Florida.
right now.
Oh
gotta
yeah,
piss
I
off some more
accidentally I think
Texans.
offended JFO because I sounded like I was putting down Texas, but I didn't mean to put down Texas. I was just saying that Texas's Republican admin is like lives on another planet.
If Texas wasn't so gerrymandered and fucked around with, then I think it would be, a swing state,
I think it would be a blue state. Yeah, it'd be swing or blue. I agree.
But Texans have been radicalized by their governor, who's like literally like, I want to,
Palpatine?
kill fucking migrants. And they Donald Trump is going, why don't we just shoot him in the legs? I mean, we've heard that before, but it's...
Abbott is a chip off the old Donnie Block.
Yeah.
They have the same exact minds.
Well, I forget. I forget. Maybe it was JFO was talking to, or one of the people in chat was saying that one of Vladimir Putin's favorite techniques is that proven thing of saying, oh, both sides are the same, about everything, like taking something bad that the left did that's really small and magnifying it to make it look like a huge crime that the right did, like
Or
Biden.
Putin will just
having
flat
a note
out
from
lie.
Obama,
Putin will just flat out lie and make up shit about his opponents, just like Donald Trump saying Joe Biden is all jacked up on cocaine. Oh, give me a fucking break, dude. Like,
Does
really?
Biden ever look like he's on cocaine?
No, not ever. Hey, listen.
No, but I do remember white chunks shooting out of Trump's
Wait a minute.
nose.
How many 80-year-old cokeheads do you know?
Right.
Because
well, I know a 78-year-old Adderall sniffer.
yeah,
allegedly.
that's Adderall, not Coke. That's Adderall. It's a different
But he
drug.
used to do coke. We know he used to do coke.
Yeah.
Well, Carrie Fisher said so. Carrie Fisher? Carrie Fisher's like did lines
Oh,
with
that
him.
was her? Oh my God! Really? That was Carrie Fisher at was she at like Studio 54 or something?
Yes.
And then
She did lines
and
and
then,
then he walked up. And then she started laughing at him. That's what Tony says. I have no idea.
oh, is he trying to make sexy with Carrie
Keith
Fisher?
Richards.
Oh my God!
Keith Richards
That's
has a
horrible.
great story.
Keith Richards is made a deal with the devil to play rock and roll. So
Okay,
he's
wait
got,
a minute.
He's got that rock and roll punch me card for Coke.
Where did
He
I
has
hear
to
that
keep
story?
playing, and that's the problem.
Who
I
told
wish I
me?
could tell that Keith Richards story.
Never
Damn.
get to stop.
Yeah, Adam,
I
wasn't
won't-
it?
I'm not
Wasn't
gonna
it
do it.
you? Wasn't it you that said you needed to get permission to tell the Keith Richards story?
Yes. Yes.
Did you ever get it?
Yes. No.
And
No,
it's-
he's
fuck
he's
off.
worried that the person who told it to me is worried that all the people involved are all around or near his life, and he doesn't want to hurt.
Like they're gonna
anybody's life,
hear
so.
it on our show with how many subscribers? Less than 400 subscribers and less than 50 people here.
Right.
It's not like we have
right.
3 million followers.
Right. Well,
let's.
Okay. Well, I used to work in marketing a lot, so I know what it's like to be the irritating salesman that doesn't go away, and no matter how many times the person says no. So maybe I'll just keep trying, and we'll get to hear it someday soon. How about that?
All right, we'll keep
I'll
working
work
on it
on
because
it.
we'd love to hear it on our, and I want to break
Please
it
do.
on our show. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's a nugget right there for sure.
All right,
Yep.
Adam. Thank you for calling in. I love you.
Love you guys.
Okay, take
Bye.
care.
Love you, Adam.
Aloha.
Bye.
Take
Aloha.
care.
Aloha. Yes.
Johnny Depp has some info. Studio 54. Yeah. Carrie Fisher had a long history of substance abuse. Yeah, we all know that. That's what I'm saying is like, these people need to start coming out with these fucking stories.
Well,
I don't care who they
she's
burn.
dead, so she can't come out.
Well,
She's
I know,
dead.
but maybe it's already in her book. Somebody fucking
Yeah.
get it out of her book, right?
Keith Richards climbed a coconut tree and fell out of it and almost died.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
Well, there's been a few more celebrities,
Yeah,
making
I'm
noise,
sure
which,
he's come across many
as
more
much as I
celebrities.
despise celebrities and all that they stand for,
How about? Oh yeah, he also hung out with
at
OJ.
least they're saying
and
something. A couple of them so far.
he also hung out with OJ and Benny. All of a sudden, again, you're hard to hear. I don't know if it's sitting up and having those things rest on top of your chesticles.
It could be my chesticles. I don't know. Wait a minute. Here. Does that be better? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Yeah, no, it's better.
Well, that's because
It's just really sometimes if you talk a little quiet, you get
it fades out.
Yeah. No,
I'm sorry.
Handler and appearance.
And give it
told
all
Steph
I've got,
he was-
Scotty.
He had his hole in his nose. Jupiter Judy, I know about the Stephanie appearance of Noel Castler. Noel Castler, he's a great follower on Twitter, and I suggest he's like a diehard. I'm staying there until they kick me off because I'm going to keep fighting against the fucking fascists. And that's how I'm like ride or die, right?
That's it. That's
Yeah.
what we've been reduced to. So we must.
Yeah. So
No more just strolling down the avenue. Now we have to ride or die. Yeah.
So I love all his posts and everything, and he just I'm also curious why Trump never went after him. Isn't that funny? He's the only one who broke the NDA from The Apprentice, and Trump never went after him. I wonder if it's the same reason why Donald Trump never criticized David Pecker for testifying against him, because David Pecker has more information that he could tell,
Yeah.
and he knows it. And he knows it. That's the thing. That's the trigger. Pecker's got more shit on him. Noel Casler's got more shit on him. And he knows it.
There's so much shit, too. There's just so much shit.
And that's why he won't go after them.
Yeah. But, they should fire hose their information out. They should fucking keep fire hosing it out until the election. Whatever they got. Because whatever they got are the facts. You can believe it 100%.
Yep.
Because they're coming from people
like
who
that
were
list,
in his circle.
Like that list of all the things I read that he called a hoax or rigged. How about we get a list of all his fucking crimes? We get a list of bada bing, bada boom, bing, 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 bing. Okay? Dates, times. And you just make that shit go viral. And be like, really? This is the guy you want back in the White House? It's really epic. With them going, oh, we're going to run on law and order.
Yeah.
Law and order.
The party of law and order. They haven't obeyed a fucking law
you don't know
taken an order in fucking his whole administration. There was no law and order.
He's never...
It was...
Are you kidding me? This motherfucker has skated on every crime known to fucking man. And we're still waiting. We got what? July 11. July 11 we get if he goes to jail. And then he's going to appeal. So I don't think he's going to go to jail. But all the appeals for jail like Navarro and Bannon have lost. So I assume he's going to lose too. It's just another delay.
That's his whole MO. As long as he can delay and stir up all the shit that he can, the longer he has to delay, the more shit he can stir up. So his end game is delay.
Yeah, the more bullshit he can spew about this, that, or the other thing, and oh, look at the shiny object over here.
Where?
Yeah, dig her up. Absolutely dig her ass up. But guess what? She's already been cremated. The only thing that's in there
that's
is her
why she
urn
only weighed
and
9 pounds while she was in there. Hence the reason why they didn't need fucking 10 pallbearers.
She weighed 109 pounds?
Yeah, she was a very frail woman when she died. She was very thin and old.
109 pounds, and you gotta have 15 guys carry the fucking casket? Oh, it couldn't be because it's fucking filled with classified documents and the 10-inch thick fucking binder of all the fucking crimes you committed, you piece of shit. Like, I don't know. And how about all the 45,000 tips that came in for Kavanaugh? And I don't know. Like, really, it's really... Oh, there's all copies of everything. Not maybe everything, Tony. We don't really know. That's the thing, is we don't really fucking know. We're still getting leaks of document photos.
Is a flat still for sale? I don't know, actually. I'm sure it's been sold off because they can't get their hands on enough money, Trump's, you see. They want it all, so I'm sure.
Who's her flat?
Ivana.
Oh. I have no clue.
Good question.
First of all, who the fuck would want to buy it? Like, I'm sure dead people have died in every house that we live in. People have died, okay? It happens. But, yeah. I don't know. Is it in New York City? Probably.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing,
She
Dan?
was feeling no pain, which means
This
drunk
liberal
her.
Dan.
Nelson, I don't know. I don't know how Noel Castler would know how Ivana was feeling no pain. Just saying, we don't know. No forensic exam and no autopsy. It still bothers me.
Of course it does.
And like, what? 30 days
It's
before her
so
NDA.
suspect. It's so suspect. And being where it's coming from, it's
Get on the mic
it's
instead
feasible.
of talking to me.
You know?
I'm sorry, repeat that because he's talking to me at the same time. I told him to get on a fucking mic, so I'm not getting this.
Oh, Tony. Stop distracting my co-host.
I know, please. Yeah, her NDA was expiring. I think it was 10 to 30 days. I want to say 30 days. And,
yeah, it was real close coming up.
And after a 30-year NDA that she had signed. So
many coincidences.
It's too much how she... It's too coincidental she ended up at the bottom of a fucking staircase. And her teacup wasn't even broken.
Well, it was strategically put there. It never even saw the stairs.
Maybe. We don't know. Do we know?
No. We don't know a lot of things, but we're going to find out.
Well, we don't know who the bomber was. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We don't know who told the rioters about which windows and doors were vulnerable at the Capitol.
Allegedly.
We don't know. That's not allegedly. We don't have to do allegedly because we're not pointing a finger at someone. So.
Yeah, someone. So many someones.
Oh yeah, we don't know who ripped out Ayanna Presley's. Excuse me.
Panic button.
Ayanna Presley and I think AOC's panic buttons in their office in the Capitol. What else don't we know?
Oh my God.
Where did the 45,000 tips on Kavanaugh go?
What else don't we know?
Who shot JFK?
Itch my ear on that one.
How about we don't know who shot JFK? We will never know.
Who shot do we know who shot JR?
Yes, we do. It was written in the story, and I don't remember who the fuck it was because I was too young and I didn't give a shit. Didn't stay up late enough to like watch that show.
I know that was big talk about it.
Yeah, how about Epstein's Island? Epstein Island fucking stuff is supposed to fucking be released on the 15th of the RNC convention.
See, those shows, Knots Landing and Dallas and whatever, there was another spin-off from it. Those type of shows.
Christine shot JR Mom's Russo.
Who's Christine?
Was it the blonde or the brunette? That's all I remember.
Yeah. Who's Christine?
Yeah,
no, see, all those shows lined up Americans for showing how these rich people live, and a lot of people thought that would be, cool to be filthy rich and despicable, obviously, because the idea took off.
Yeah.
Now we have a lot of rich, despicable people.
Christine, the brunette, Mary Crosby. Oh God. Yeah, honey, I never paid attention to the shows like that. I was like, They're walking around in their fucking Tiffany diamonds on a Tuesday. Yeah. It's the same thing.
On a Tuesday.
Every Tuesday, I get dressed up in my elegant gown, and I wear all my diamonds, and I get all my makeup done, and now I'm the housewives of fucking Bel Air.
Yeah.
Oakland, Oakland County, whatever they're called. How Dubai.
Just gross. It's just
When we
it's-
are really
it's
the
just
real
so
housewives
gross.
of America, my house is a fucking mess. We've got fucking dust bunnies
It's
everywhere.
Conspicuous consumption. And you know what just absolutely rubs my rhubarb is that a lot of these people leave a lot of the shit behind. They abandon it and write it off, and then they move into their next big thing. Yeah.
The next, you mean the next big TV show or the next big movement?
The next big, look what I live in now.
Yeah.
Look what I live in now.
The bigger your house gets, the more shit you need.
It's absurd.
And the more shit that you leave to your fucking kids, and they don't want it. Trust me. They don't want it.
See, they don't leave it to the kids anymore. They just write it off and leave it behind and get something else.
Yeah, because we become IKEA. Everything's
because I explore abandoned places. I'm intrigued by them, and on the internet there are thousands and thousands and thousands of abandoned places that were left there by rich people.
Right.
To rot.
God, you know what I'm thinking of is that movie. I can't think of the name. It was a World War II movie where the young English kid was stuck in China and he lost his parents and they were trying to leave. Was it China or Japan? I can't remember. And there was this richy neighborhood and there was like all this. They had like, clocks and antiques and all these. But it was all at the end of the movie. They're all like sitting in their stuff in a big field. Like, I don't know. Emperor of the Sun, yes. Empire of the Sun, yeah.
I never saw it.
Thanks, Bicycle Mike. Yep. Christian Bale when he was a kid. Yep, that's the one. Joel, you guys are so smart.
I think the last Spielberg was.
You guys are so smart. Thank you so much. When I'm like,
Spielberg
yeah, the
that
movie.
did E.T. Was E.T. Is that Spielberg?
It's so great.
Yes.
You guys come up with the answer, and I know you're going to come up with the answer because you guys are so smart.
Yes. Everybody knows a little something.
Yeah.
It's true, and it's good. It's good.
Well, Benny, we're coming up on 5 o'clock here. Do you have any last words? And
Well, I'll never have any last words until I'm dead. Okay.
Just for now, just for the show, just for the next 6 minutes.
Yeah, no last words. But yes, we got to get out there and rattle those pots and pans and do that shit that we do at this time of day. It's only Tuesday. But I want to tell everybody thank you for coming over and hanging out, shooting the shit, and discussing our situation, as it were, and trying to come up with solutions and not pull our hair out while doing so. So I love you guys, every single one of you. I see you every single place I see you. I love you everywhere you are, because that means you're moving and making it happen. So, but, let's all get together and fucking fix this thing, get the train back on the track in the right direction.
I agree with you. Jupiter Judy, Moms Russo, Wonder Mom, Allie Osher, Mark P., everybody over here in Twitch. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this afternoon. And Gunther, Johnson, Jackie, Trish, Jofo, Bicycle Mike, thanks for calling in. Peter, you do it. Surrender Monkey and Kevin Anderson, and I'm just scrolling up. M. Kilgore, Wendy, Wayne, Terry, you guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us here.
Jackie, Casper.
On the show every Tuesday, 2 p.m. till whenever. And maybe check us. Yeah, and I don't know. Look for us maybe after or during the debate. We'll see.
Anything could happen.
That's the way we roll. Thank you so much, and peace out. Benny Loco.
Love you guys.
I'll
You know what?
I'll see you next Tuesday.
Love you, Diane.
Love you too, honey. Peace out.
Bye-bye.
And I'm alone on my birthday. Where have I gone? And am I lost? Where am I found? And I'm alone on my birthday. I'm eating soup from a can. I hate the mailman. My heart's in the garbage can. And I'm alone on my birthday. And I don't feel well. And am I in hell or am I in jail? And I'm alone on my birthday. And I've been spinning it round. I don't know when I'll find what I have found. It's over. I found you on my birthday, and now everything's changed. And nothing ever stays the same. I found you on my birthday, and we fell in love. When we fell so
What? Fuck. Fucktard.
Could it be? I loved you on my birthday, and now I don't feel the same. I wish every day could be my birthday. I loved you on my birthday, and we fell in love.
Trump is
I wish every day could be my birthday.
Donald Trump show is over.
I found you on my birthday, and we fell in love when we were so alone. I found you on my birthday, and we fell in love. I wish every day could be my birthday.
So that's good. It's a theft. We believe we cannot give crooked Joe Biden 4 more years. And I stand. And I am not a good